The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren County Warriors Volleyball starts now. Streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the court with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right. Good evening, Warrior fans. Welcome back to the broadcast booth, and thanks for tuning in once again. It is time for some Van Buren County Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball, and on behalf of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network, I'd like to welcome you to just that, a streaming and on-air presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Girls Volleyball. Mr. Kyle Smith running the control board for us tonight back at the station in Ottumwa, pressing all the buttons to make this thing run smoothly for everybody. And I am alongside my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe. And my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. We're all back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. And all of us consider it our pleasure to be with you on the call this evening. Tonight, finally, a home match for the Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball team. We've played 10 matches on the year, and finally, match number 11. We're here at home. Keosauqua, Iowa, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, inside the gymnasium on Fred Parsons Court, where the Warriors tonight are going to host the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes in a Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division Girls Varsity Volleyball action. First serve, scheduled for 7:30. It's going to be close to that time. 15 minutes, a little more than that on the warm-up clock, and we're looking forward to a good night of volleyball action here tonight from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. We got a couple of ways for you to join the broadcast this evening. We're on the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. We're also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. So, if you are choosing to make this broadcast part of your Thursday evening, September 11th, 2025. Big thanks for tuning in. There's no way we could do it without you. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Girls Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. I'm going to go through them with you, as I always do here in the pregame show. And I'll give you their in-game sponsorship as well. This is the Warrior Volleyball pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, countywide. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with the Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com, they will have the postgame show. Sponsoring First Serve tonight and all my coaches and players' interviews throughout the course of the year, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Smithburg Automotive, with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. They will sponsor Set 1 this evening. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at a Roto-Rooter servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding area. They sponsor Set number 2, Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs, and drive on home today, sponsoring Set number 3 tonight. Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua asked them about free delivery or curbside pickup options, sponsoring tonight's Player of the Match. Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Ottumwa, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas, sponsoring all the blocks tonight by the Warrior players at the net. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors, sponsoring all the aces by the Warrior servers tonight. Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials, sponsoring my set recaps this evening. The Van Buren County Hospital, Simply Remarkable, sponsored all the kills by the Warriors on the attack tonight. Wasco Hardware, check out their showroom floor. Downtown Keosauqua, sponsoring tonight's Set 5 if necessary. And Tugboat Transportation, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. They will sponsor Set 4 if necessary and throughout the course of the season. If you're in the area, need some local business, please make sure that you give these local sponsors a chance, a huge part of why these broadcasts can be brought to you and heard over the air at 92.7 KTWA and viewed on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Just under 14 and a half minutes left here in the Warrior Volleyball pregame show on the warm-up clock before we get first serve between the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes and the Van Buren County Warriors in girls high school varsity volleyball for you tonight from Keosauqua, Iowa, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and when we come back, we'll continue the Warrior Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District by taking a closer look at both teams. We'll take a look at some leading players for both teams on the season, wins and losses for each one, conference standings, and we'll get closer to starting lineup, the national anthem, and first serve after that. So a 3-minute break, then we'll be back with you to continue the pregame show after that break. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 3 minutes.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
Whether you're building your dream home, expanding the family farm, or just need a little help getting started, Pilot Grove Savings Bank is here for you. Our experienced lending team offers personalized service with competitive rates because we live here too, and we know what matters. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We make your goals our priority. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you from Keosauqua, Iowa, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School inside the gymnasium on Fred Parsons Court as we get set for girls high school varsity volleyball action for you tonight. The Burlington Notre Dame Nikes in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. First serve scheduled for 7:30. 10 minutes left on the warm-up clock in a South Division battle of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. Let's continue the Warrior Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where Superintendent Jeremy Hissam and his staff, they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. Let's take a closer look at both teams into tonight's matchup, starting with the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. Head coach is Susan Reed, assisted by Megan Stevens. Next action for Burlington Notre Dame will be next week, Tuesday, September 16th, home versus Central Lee, 7:30 p.m. first serve there. They are the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes and girls high school varsity volleyball. They play a lot of matches. They're 14-4 on the season, 5-1 at home, 0-1 on the road, 9-2 in neutral site matches. They compete in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. And the conference record for Burlington Notre Dame is 1-0. In the last 5, they are 4-1. Let's check out their wins this season. Burlington Notre Dame has defeated Sigourney, Louisa Muscatine, Columbus, Galesburg twice. This is some of these matches at a tournament in Quincy a couple weekends ago. They defeated Pleasant Hill, Payson Seymour, Mediapolis, English Valleys, twice over West Burlington, Keokuk, New London, and Danville. Their 4 losses have come to Wapello, Holy Trinity Catholic, West Liberty, and East St. Louis. Last time out for Burlington Notre Dame it would have been Tuesday of this week, September 9th, and I believe they got a 3-1 victory, if I remember right, over West Burlington. Anyways, they're 1-0. They defeated West Burlington in their first conference match of the year. That was Tuesday of this week. Let's take a look at some leading players for the Nikes. Coming into tonight's matchup, leading them in assists, Ainsley Conrad with 215. Leading Burlington Notre Dame in kills, Chloe Wenzel with 98, Addie Brockway with 85, Isabella Drew with 47. Leading them in digs, Emma Elmore with 151, Isabella Drew with 106, and Ainsley Conrad with 104. Leading the Nikes in blocks, Chloe Wenzel with 39, McKenna Kipp with 15, Ainsley Conrad with 12. Leading the Nikes in aces, Chloe Wenzel with 15, Ainsley Conrad with 13, Emma Elmore has 13 aces on the season as well. Burlington Notre Dame, a serve efficiency of 88.8 and a kill efficiency of .209. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left on the warm-up clock. Let's turn our attention to the Van Buren County Warriors. Head coach is Selena Sayer, assisted by Jenny Wiley. Next action for us is this Saturday, September 13th at the Centerville Tournament. We start things early on the day, 8:30 a.m. We're going to take on Holy Trinity Catholic this Saturday at Centerville Tournament. That's the next action after tonight for the Van Buren County Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball team. Overall record for the Warriors on the year is 6-4. This is their first home match. They're 2-0 on the road, 4-4 in neutral site matches. Warriors compete in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The conference record for the Warriors is 1-0, and in the last 5, they are 2-3. Let's take a look at the wins this year for Van Buren County. They have defeated Pekin, Centerville, Waco, Keokuk, Wapello, and New London, while their losses have come to Durant, Burlington, Danville, and West Liberty. Last time out for the Warriors was Tuesday of this week, September 9th. They got a 3-0 win over New London at New London in opening match of conference play this season. All right, let's take a look at some leading players for Van Buren County so far this year. Leading them in assists, Sophia Urach with 130. Leading the Warriors in kills, Ashlyn Huff with 76, Marley Mertens with 32, Daphne Wells with 24. Leading Van Buren County in digs, Lexi Wiley with 86, Marley Mertens 66, and Sophia Urach with 62. Leading the Warriors in blocks, Tegan Sickles with 3, Daphne Wells with 2, Sophia Urach has 2. Ashlyn Huff leads them in aces with 8, while Wells, Wiley, and Urach each have 5 aces on the season. Van Buren County, a serve efficiency of 89.2, a kill efficiency of .234. Let's check the conference standings in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference, starting in the North Division. Winfield Mountain Union, 5-1, 1-0. Hillcrest Academy, 8-3, 1-0. Wapello is 7-5, 2-0. Columbus is 2-6, 2-0. Highland is 3-6, 1-1. Pekin is 2-6, 0-1. Waco is 3-10, 0-1. Louisa Muscatine is 1-4, 0-2, and Lone Tree is 0-6, 0-2. In the South Division of the Super Conference, where both of these teams call home, Holy Trinity Catholic 4-1, 1-0. Burlington Notre Dame 14-4, 1-0. Van Buren County 6-4, 1-0. Mediapolis is 2-2, 1-0. Central Lee 5-5, 0-1. West Burlington 4-7, 0-1. Danville's 2-7, 0-1, and New London is 1-7, 0-1. And that's a look at the conference standings in both divisions of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. Other action around the conference tonight. Let's start in the north. Columbus is at Pekin. Winfield Mountain Union is at Waco. Hillcrest Academy is at Lone Tree. And Highland is at Louisa Muscatine. In the South Division, Holy Trinity Catholic is at West Burlington. Burlington Notre Dame right here to take on our Warriors. Mediapolis is at Danville, and New London is at Central Lee. Davis County, Cardinal, and Fairfield all off tonight. 4.5 minutes to go here in the Warrior Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District. Let's take another 3-minute break. You can hear from some more from some of our wonderful sponsors who make this broadcast possible. Then when we come back, we'll have starting lineups, national anthem, first serve, all of that still coming at you in the Warrior Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District. We'll be back with you in 3 minutes. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
At Van Buren County Hospital, we're proud to support the Van Buren County Warriors on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. Whether you're crossing the finish line, acing a test, or painting a masterpiece, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when you need us, we're here with compassionate care, expert providers, and a wide range of services for the whole family. Van Buren County Hospital. Quality care close to home.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive Lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Once again, back with you from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in Keosauqua, Iowa. We're inside the gym on Fred Parsons Court as the warm-up clock under 30 seconds as we're getting set for girls high school varsity volleyball action for you this evening. Second conference match of the year for the Warriors. They are hosting the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. We're under 10 seconds now. Should have starting lineups, national anthem, first serve coming at you momentarily. That's going to complete the pregame show of Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride county-wide. First serve tonight, sponsored by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Starting lineups brought to you by Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. Set 1 will be sponsored by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua. Member FDIC. Here we go with the starting lineups Ainsley Conrad is the first out. She's number 19, freshman setter, 5'7". For the Warriors, number 1 is Sophia Urak, a senior setter at 5'5". Number 16 for the Notre Dame is Isabella Drew, sophomore outside hitter, right side hitter at 5'8". For the Warriors, Ada Troutman, number 25, a sophomore middle hitter at 5'5". For Notre Dame, Chloe Wenzel, number 27, a senior middle hitter at 5'10". For the Warriors, Ashlyn Huff is number 4, a senior outside hitter at 5'8". For Notre Dame, number 1 is Logan Skerrick, a senior defensive specialist libero at 5'3". Tegan Sickles is out next for the Warriors. Number 13, a sophomore right side hitter at 5'8". Number 13 for Notre Dame is Addie Brockway, a senior outside hitter at 5'11". Number 12 for the Warriors is Daphne Wells, a junior middle hitter at 5'7". And number 12 for Notre Dame is McKenna Kipp, a senior middle hitter at 5'11". Number 11 for Notre Dame is Emma Elmore, a sophomore libero / center at 5'7". And for the Warriors, Marley Mertens, number 8, a senior outside hitter at 5'7". And the libero is number 21, Lexi Wiley, a senior defensive specialist at 5'6". We're going to get the national anthem. We'll send it to a 2-minute break right now. I'll be back with you for first serve right after this. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you. Getting set for first serve. Girls High School varsity volleyball for you tonight. National anthem just completed. And we've got a little bit of presentation from the American Legion going on right now before we get first serve tonight. Let's go over some starting lineups again for you. On the floor for the Warriors, up front, it's Ashlyn Huff, Ada Troutman, and Sophia Urak. In the back, Tegan Sickles, Daphne Wells, Marley Mertens, Lexi Wiley waiting to check in. For the Warriors up front for Notre Dame, Chloe Wenzel, Isabella Drew, and number 19 is Ainsley Conrad. In the back is number 1, Logan Skerrick, number 13, Addie Brockway, and number 12 is McKenna Kipp, and their libero is number 11, Emma Elmore, waiting to check in. So it looks like this presentation might go a little bit longer than I thought. Let's take another 1-minute break. Come on back for first serve. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump. Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap! This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte.
Whether you're building your dream home, expanding the family farm, or just need a little help getting started, Pilot Grove Savings Bank is here for you. Our experienced lending team offers personalized service with competitive rates because we live here too, and we know what matters. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We make your goals our priority. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need help with your next home project? Look no further than Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. We're your small town service and big city selection. From kitchen and bath showrooms to complete do-it-yourself solutions, we've got you covered. Let us do it for you. We offer free in-home estimates, free delivery, and flexible financing options. Our team of professionals represents the top brands in cabinetry and countertops. Day or evening appointments are available because customer service is our number one priority. Visit our showroom today and discover why Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua is your home improvement headquarters.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
All right, we are back. Keosauqua, Iowa, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. Getting set for first serve. Nice presentation by the American Legion. And Daphne Wells out, Lexi Wiley in, Elmore in for Notre Dame. And Kip is out. Looks like the Warriors are going to serve, and we're just about set for first serve. Brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Starting lineups for Smithburg Automotive. Set one was First Iowa State Bank. There's a whistle. Here we go. Sophia Urach serve on the way. Brockway has that in the back. Pass to the center. Chloe Wenzel attacking from the outside. Dug by Mertens to Urach, and then Wiley will send it over, and Skerritt couldn't get it in the back. Warriors take a 1-0 lead. On that, essentially a free ball sent to the back left corner. Notre Dame couldn't handle it. Urach, the next serve. Brockway, middle back, has that. And it's tipped over from the right side by Notre Dame. Wiley up to get it. Her pass to Urach. Going to Huff. She'll tip to the middle. Sent back over by Notre Dame, then back over by Urach. Back to the Nikes it goes. They'll set Drew on the outside roll shot. Dug by Urach. Her pass to Wiley, and Huff will try to send one cross court. Overhead pass from Elmore, and second contact. Notre Dame can't control it. Give a kill to Ashlyn Huff. Her first, team first. Warriors up 2-0. Urach, the next serve on the way. Brockway in the back has that. Sent over on two. Blocked by the Warriors for a point. Number 19, Conrad tried to send it over on two. Warriors right there to block that one for a point. And an early timeout. Head coach Susan Reed doesn't like what she's seeing. Warriors up 3-0. 30-second break and back with more first set action. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we are back. Continuing first set action, Warriors up 3-0. Sophia Urach still on the serve. Towards the right corner, there's a whistle. Here we go. Brockway in the back has that. Her pass to Conrad. She's going to Wenzel on the outside. Off the block of the Warriors, dug by Mertens. Sent across by Urach to the back corner. Skerritt has that. Pass to Conrad. Going to Drew on the outside. And the Warriors in the net. On that one, here comes number 7, Meadow Van Zee, into the match for Skerritt. And I think number 16, Drew, got that. Well, it was a violation by the Warriors. 3-1 is our score. Conrad back to serve. Serve on the way. Wiley. Overhead pass. Went straight up in the air. Mertens a forearm pass. Sickles will tip it over with two hands. Conrad to Elmore on the outside. Blocked. Kept alive by the Warriors. No, they're going to say they didn't get underneath it. And number 16, Drew, will get that kill from the outside. Her first, team first. It's 3-2. And Conrad on the serve for Burlington Notre Dame. Wiley, the first contact for the Warriors. Her pass to Urach, going to Huff out of the middle towards the back. Oh! Called out. Was close. Attack error. Just past the line if it was. We're tied at 3. The next serve from Burlington Notre Dame. Mertens, then Urach. It almost went over, then Huff on the third attempt with two hands. Conrad to Elmore to Brockway out of the back. Dug by Mertens. Her pass to Urach, going to Huff. She'll tip down the line. Conrad, one contact, then off of Brockway. And Notre Dame can't control it. Huff, her second put away, second as a team. Wells in for Troutman. It's 4-3 Warriors, and Wiley to serve. Lexi Wiley about halfway between the center and right corner of the service line. Jump serve on the way, comes up short. Service error Warriors. First of the match and set, we're tied at 4. So after a quick 3-0 lead by the Warriors, it's now tied at 4. And number 16, Isabella Drew, back to serve for the Nikes. A little bit right of center, serve on the way. Mertens, first contact to Urach to Huff. She'll tip from the right side. And a couple contacts by Notre Dame. Elmore got the last one. It went backwards. They couldn't control it. Third kill for the Warriors, and Huff has all 3 of them. Off to a good start is Ashlyn. She's going to serve. Van Buren County leads it 5-4. Huff a little bit right of center on the service line. Need a good serving night from her. A good serve. And that one ricocheted to the left off of Brockway for an ace. That's the team's first, and Huff will get her first. 6-4. Warriors up 2, and Huff will serve again. Couple rhythm dribbles from Ashlyn Huff. Serve on the way. Overhead pass Brockway to Conrad. Back set, right side. Wenzel couldn't punch it over. Attack aired. Nikes. It's 7-4. Van Buren County. And the crowd is alive and well. That's good to see. Student section out in full effect tonight. Huff the next serve. Elmore, forearm pass, Conrad. She's going to overhead set. And that one went to Brockway on the outside. She hit it through and down on the block of the Warriors. Point Nikes. Brockway gets her first kill. Second as a team, it's 7-5, and the Nikes will serve. Chloe Wenzel back to serve for Burlington Notre Dame. A little bit right of center on the service line for her. A few rhythm dribbles. Little jump serve on the way. A good low serve. Wiley has it. Her pass to Urak, and they're going to Mertens. Roll shot from the outside. Popped up in the air by Conrad. Then Drew. Then a roll shot or an attack from Brockway, dug by Urak to Wiley. Sickles will send it over after it hit the net. Conrad, Wenzel, a back row attack. That's in. Close, but called in for Wenzel out of the back row. Her first kill, team's third. It's 7-6 Warriors. Wenzel will serve again. Now she moves over to left of center on the service line. Sickles, Huff, and Wiley waiting to receive. Serve on the way. Ricochets off of Sickles. Huff comes to help out. Wiley a free ball. Back to Notre Dame. Wenzel a forearm pass to Conrad. She's going to go middle. Blocked by the Warriors, but it falls on their side. Attack by number 12, Kip. She'll get her kill first for her fourth as a team, and we're tied at 7 in a back and forth match so far. Wenzel will serve again. Left to center, that serve goes long. Service error Notre Dame, each team with 1. Warriors free point, 8-7. Wenzel out, the libero Elmore in for the Nikes. Tegan Sickles back to serve for Van Buren County. A little bit right of center, Tegan sends a serve on the way. Drew to Conrad, going to middle. Came up short, did Brockway. Never made it over the net on a middle attack. Attack here, Notre Dame. Warriors up 2-9-7. Best of 5 setter, 25 in the first 4, 15 in the fifth if necessary. Served by Sickles. Drew to Conrad, back set Wenzel on the right. Oh no, excuse me, it went long. That was number 7, Van Zee, on the attack attempt from the right side, and she hit it past the end line. Point Warriors, 10-7. Sickles, a mini service run. She'll continue on the way. Overhead pass, Drew to Conrad, a forearm set, and Kip off the outside, hit it into the net. Service error. Nikes, and the Warriors have rattled off 4 straight. 11-7, Van Buren County. Atmosphere is alive here. Sickles, handled by Drew to Conrad, tipped over in the middle, and Mertens couldn't keep it alive. Number 12, Kip, gets that one, her second kill, team 5th. 11-8, and Van Zee back to serve for the Nikes. Right to center on the service line. Not quite halfway to the corner. Van Zee, the serve on the way. Sickles, a forearm pass to Urak. She's going to go to Mertens out of the middle, down the middle, dug by Drew, kept alive by Conrad. Elmore sends a free ball over to Daphne Wells. Her pass to Urak. She's going to go to Mertens. A roll shot off the block, kept alive and sent back over on 2 to Sickles. Pass to Urak, going to Wells. She tried to tip and came up short. Attack here, Warriors. And it's 11-9 to Van Buren County with Van Zee still on the serve for the Nikes. Warriors up 2 in a fun first set so far. Serve on the way. That one's going to go long from Van Zee. Second service error for Burlington Notre Dame. They have 2. The Warriors have 1. Van Buren County leads it 12-9. Wiley out, Troutman in, Van Zee out, Skerrick in for the Nikes. Daphne Wells, a little bit towards the right of center. Serve on the way. Elmore, a forearm pass. Center dump on 2. Kept alive by Wells. To Urak. To Troutman. She'll tip. Over from the middle. Drew to Conrad. Overpass cleaned up by Urak. Put away in the back left corner. On the overpass, give Sophia Urak a kill. Team's 4th. Her first. 13-9. Van Buren County up 4, and Wells on the serve. Daphne sends a good one on the way, and it lands. Elmore got a piece of it, but she couldn't control it. That's the Warriors' second ace, and give Daphne Wells her first. 14-9. Warriors up 5 here in set number 1. Daphne Wells came up short on that one. She went for it. That's a service error. Second in the match for the Warriors. And a free point for Notre Dame, 14-10, and number 13, Addie Brockway, back to serve for Burlington Notre Dame. She's a little bit right of center, is Brockway. And the serve on the way. First contact to Ashlyn Huff, her pass to Urach. Overhead backs it to the right side, Mertens. Blocked, kept alive by Wiley to Huff. Sickles out of the back row, a big long roll shot. Skerrick keeps it alive. Conrad towards the middle. On the attack, dug by Wiley. To Urach, to Mertens. She'll push it across with two. Up in the air from Notre Dame to Conrad to the outside, tipped, kept alive by Urach. That was Drew. To Huff, to Mertens, off the block. Skerrick keeps it alive. To Brockway, over to Drew, and into the net. Never made it over, 4 hits. Attack error by number 16, Isabella Drew. Point, Van Buren County, 15-10. Student and a timeout coming from head coach Susan Reed. Let's take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back with more first side action. Warriors lead at 15-10 against Burlington Notre Dame. Warrior girls varsity volleyball. Back with you in 30 seconds, right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Van Buren County Hospital, we're proud to support the Van Buren County Warriors on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. Whether you're crossing the finish line, acing a test, or painting a masterpiece, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when you need us, we're here with compassionate care, expert providers, and a wide range of services for the whole family. Van Buren County Hospital. Quality care close to home.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from Keosauqua, Iowa. Marley Mertens on the serve. Good low serve. Ricochets off 1 and 2. And Notre Dame can send it over. Not technically an ace, but it acted as one. Give a point to Van Buren County. They're up 6, 16-10. And playing well in set number 1 against the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. Marley towards the right corner. Another serve on the way. Skerrick, a forearm pass to Conrad. She's going to go to Drew on the outside cross court. Dug by Wiley, but Urach couldn't control it. Point Nikes. Drew gets her second kill. That's the 6th as a team at 16-11. And Elmore back to serve for Notre Dame. About in the middle of the service line, maybe a hair towards the left. Serve on the way. Wiley, a forearm pass to Urach. She's going to go to Huff on the outside, and she found room in the back. Ashlyn Huff put that one away to the right of Skerrick. Give Huff her 4th kill. That's the team's 5th, and it's 17-11. Remember, we're playing this set to 25 in the first 4 sets, 15 in the 5th if necessary. Urach on the serve for the Warriors. It's on the way. Brockway, setter dump on 2. Wiley there to cover it to Urach. Going back to Huff, mistimed off the block in Notre Dame. Brockway, Skerrick going to the outside for Drew. Cross court, or down the net. Huff has it to Urach, to Mertens out of the back row. Roll shot block, sent back by Sickles to Drew, to Conrad. Going to Wenzel. She hit a funny shot off the right side. Wiley there to Urach to Huff. She'll tip down the line. Popped up in the air by Brockway to Conrad. Elmore across from 2 hands from the back row. Wiley to Urach to the right side to Sickles. She'll go to the middle of the defense, dug by Skerrick. To Brockway to Drew. Kept alive on 2 contacts. Wiley will send it back to Notre Dame. Elmore to Conrad. Going back to Drew. Cross court, dug by Wiley. Forearm set from Urach to Troutman out of the middle. Block, kept alive by Sickles to Urach. And then Huff, she'll tip. That's all she could do. Skerrick out of the middle back to Conrad. To Wenzel. She'll tip to the right of the Warrior block and found some room. Long rally won by Notre Dame. Chloe Wenzel with good court awareness there. Her 2nd kill, 7th as a team. Van Zee in for Skerrick. It's 17-12. Warriors still up 5 here in set number 1. And number 19, Conrad, back to serve. It's on the way. Mertens, first contact, her pass to Urach to Sickles. Cross court, dug by Elmore. Overpass, Huff tried to clean it up. Wenzel keeps it alive. Conrad going to Drew. Dug by Mertens. And Urach has that to Huff. Dug out of the back by Brockway to Conrad. Back to Drew. Blocked by the Warriors, but out of bounds. Sickle and Troutman were there in that attack. They were in the right spot. It just went out of bounds. (17-13), that's a point for Notre Dame. Conrad back to serve again. That one's on the way. Wiley has it. To Urach, to Huff out of the middle. Elmore goes backwards. Kept alive by Brockway. Then a free ball coming from Conrad. To Mertens, to Urach, and Huff. Blocked by Notre Dame. Kept alive by Wiley. Joust at the net. Kept alive by Troutman. Urach and then Huff towards the back. Dug by Brockway. Her pass to Conrad. Overhead back set to the right side. Van Zee took something off. Wiley is there. Urach set her dump on 2. Elmore keeps it alive to Conrad. She's going to set Brockway out of the back row, and she came up short into the net. Point Warriors. Couple of long, furious rallies and some good action. Troutman's out. Wells back in. It's 18-13. Warriors up 5, and Wiley will serve it. Right to center. Lexi Wiley jump serve on the way. Elmore, a forearm pass. Conrad going to Wenzel on the outside towards the back, and that one's out. She overhit that one. And Notre Dame wants a touch, and they're not going to give it to him. Attack air. Nikes. 19-13. Wiley's next serve on the way. A changeup. Overpass cleaned up by the Warriors. Kept alive. 2 contacts, and Wenzel tried to attack to the middle of the defense. Nobody there. Mertens couldn't get it. Chloe Wenzel, her 3rd kill. 8th as a team. 19-14. Warriors up 5, and Isabella Drew going back to serve. Right as center. Serve on the way. Wiley's pass to Sickles. Over on 2. Popped up in the air by Conrad to Drew. Going to Brockway on the outside to the back. Wiley has it overhead pass to Urach to Huff. She's off the block, and they let it fall. Miscommunication between Conrad and Brockway. Huff will get a kill. Her 5th. Team 6th, 20-14, and Ashlyn Huff is on the serve for the Warriors. A little bit right of center for Ashlyn. Good low hard serve on the way. Elmore, first contact to Conrad. Back set right side Wenzel. Cross court dug by Huff. Urach comes to get it. A forearm set to Mertens on the outside roll shot. Conrad keeps it alive. To Brockway, going back to Wenzel out of the middle. And I'm going to say in the net on the block attempt. It landed in anyways. So a point Notre Dame. It's 20-15, and Wenzel will serve. She's towards the left of center of the service line. Chloe Wenzel serve on the way. That one's out along the left side. Service error, Notre Dame, their 3rd. 3-point Warriors. Wenzel out, Elmore in. It's 21-15. Van Buren County up 6. We've been trading points back and forth. Tegan Sickles halfway between the center and the right corner. Tegan serve on the way. Off the net on the second contact. Tip joust at the net, and Wells wins it. Her and Kip competing there on the joust. It went back. Notre Dame tried to play it off the net and couldn't. We'll give a kill to Daphne Wells. Her 1st, team 7, 22-15. Sickles a serve on the way. Drew, overpass, cleaned up by Urach and down. Hit the net, went to her left. It hit the net. She was put it to the left of Conrad, and it fell in the middle of the floor there, right by the net. Give Urach her 2nd, team 8th, 23-15. Tegan Sickles the next serve on the way. Overhead pass, Elmore, and then to Conrad, a roll shot by Brockway. Dug by Huff to Urach, going to Mertens. She'll push it towards the back corner, and that one is out. Marley pushed it past the end line. Tack air Warriors. Point Nikes, 23-16. Warriors up 7. That one off the tape on the serve from Van Zee. Huff keeps it alive to Mertens, to Wiley out of the back. Popped up in the air by Elmore to Conrad. She's going to go to, it's long. The attempt on the outside by Brockway is an attack air. Here comes Skerrick in for Van Zee. It's set point 24-16. Warriors ahead, and Daphne Wells a little bit right of center. Handled by Skerrick to Conrad. She's going to go to Brockway on the outside off the block of the Warriors, kept alive by Huff. Her pass to Urach, set her dump on 2. Elmore there to keep it alive. Conrad set her dump by Notre Dame on 2. Wells is there for the Warriors. Urach set her dump on 2. Brockway to Conrad, back to Brockway on the attack. Back left corner. And it's going to be overruled out by the chair umpire. Said it was in. He had a better look, and he said it was out. Attack air Nikes. 25-16, Van Buren County wins set number 1. Let's take a 1-minute break. Coming back with the start of set number 2 That'll be sponsored by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service. You're tuned into Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back from Van Buren County Community Senior High School here at Keosauqua, Iowa. Inside the gymnasium on Fred Parsons Court. Warriors win set one over the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes by a score of 25-16. Let's do a set one recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop at Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. The Warriors had 2 service errors in set 1 to 3 for Burlington Notre Dame. Warriors with 2 aces, Burlington Notre Dame with none. Warriors had 8 kills, so did Burlington Notre Dame. Warriors with 1 block for a point. They win at 25-16. Individually, Urach had a couple of kills. Ashlyn Huff had 5 kills with an ace. Daphne Wells with 1 of each. For Notre Dame, McKenna Kipp had 2 putaways. Addie Brockway with 1. Isabella Drew with 2. Chloe Wenzel with 3. On the floor for the Warriors to start set number 2, brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service. It will be Urach, Troutman, Huff, Mertens, Wells, Sickles, Wiley in for Wells for Notre Dame. It's Wenzel, Drew, and Conrad. Skerrick, that's up front. Skerrick, Brockway, and Kipp. Kipp's out for Elmore, the libero. That's the starting lineups. For set number 2, brought to you by Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. That was some pretty good action in set number 1. I like the intensity from both teams, especially the Warriors. Got to keep it up. Notre Dame's going to serve. Elmore right in the center. He'll send it on the way. We're underway in set 2. Wiley to Urach. She'll tip on 2. Dug by Elmore to Conrad. Going to Drew on the outside. She'll just tip it across with 2 hands. Huff. Then Urach keeps it alive. And a free ball attempt with 1 hand by Mertens. And the Warriors can't send it over. Notre Dame takes a 1-0 lead here as we start set number 2. Warriors up 1-0. Elmore to serve again, maybe a little bit left to center, serve on the way. Mertens will send it to Urach. Going to Huff, and she put that one away from the outside to the left of Skerrick. Leave Ashlyn Huff one-on-one. She's going to win most of those. Impressive kill on the outside. That's the left side. First of the set for the Warriors. Huff gets her 6th. It's tied at 1. Urach on the serve from the right corner. Brockway out of the back. Her pass to Conrad. Going to go to Wenzel on the outside. Cross court dug by Wiley. Urach comes to get it. Going to Sickles. She's going to tip it across with the left hand. This time, Conrad to Elmore. They'll go back to the outside. A roll shot and tipped across by Urach on 2 to the back corner. Skerrick has that to Conrad. Going to Drew on the outside. Roll shot off the block. Down the line. Dug by Urach to Wiley. She's going to go to Sickles, and Teagan hit that one into the net. Came up short. Attack here at Warriors. It's 2-1 Notre Dame here in set number 2. Here comes Van Z. That's Meadow Van Z for Skerrick. And Conrad will serve. Right of center on the way. Mertens, the first contact, her pass to Urach. Going to go to Huff out of the middle. Tip to the middle back. Brockway is there to Conrad. Going to go to the right side, Van Z. Tipped over the block of the Warriors. Wiley's there to cover it. Goes to Urach to Troutman out of the middle off the block. Kept alive by Conrad to Elmore. A forearm set to Drew on the outside. Never made it over. They keep playing it. Urach will push it towards the back corner. And she finds some space. Kills Sophia Urach. Her 3rd, 2nd for the team in the set. 10th of the match. They let it keep going. I didn't know if it made it over. Wiley in for Troutman, and Urach saw alertly room in the back corner and put it there. Wiley, the serve for the Warriors. Brockway has the first contact to Conrad, going to Wenzel on the outside off the block of the Warriors, and Urach couldn't come up to get it. Sickles and Wells tried to block her. She hit it through, and it landed in the middle of the defense. Wenzel gets her first of the set for Notre Dame, their 9th of the match, 3-2. Notre Dame up 1 here in set 2. Drew, the serve, handled by Mertens to Urach. She's going to Huff on the right side. Off the block, and it scooted down the net and fell on the Notre Dame side. Off the block of Wenzel and Brockway. Huff fought through it, and she'll get the kill. Her 7th. 3rd as a team in the set, 11th of the match. We're tied at 3. Ashlyn Huff on the serve. A little bit right of the center of the service line. That one handled by Drew to Elmore. A forearm set towards the front, tipped over by Brockway to the back. Wiley, forearm pass Urach, a forearm back set. Right side Sickles will tip it across. Popped up in the air by Wenzel. The Conrad coming to the right side. Van Zee pushes it towards the back. Wiley with one hand. Huff towards the net. Mertens will try a hard one off the outside and hit it into the net. Got to give it a chance to get in. Here comes subs. Kip in for Elmore. And number 25, Lily Blint in for Wenzel. Attack your Warriors. Point Notre Dame. They lead at 4-3, and Blint will serve for the Nikes. A little bit to the right of center. Serve on the way. Huff, the first contact out of the middle deck. Urach will send it to Mertens. She'll push it across with 2 from the outside. Dug by Brockway to Conrad. Kip, roll shot. Kept alive by Sickles. Wiley will send it back on the second contact. Drew to Conrad to Brockway out the block of the Warriors on the outside. Urach to Wiley, and then Sophia, free ball, back to Notre Dame. Drew, her pass to Conrad, out of the middle, an attack, dug by Wiley to Wells, overpass, joust at the net, won by the Warriors. Kip to Drew, then Kip sends a free ball back to Ashlyn Huff in the corner. She'll send it to Urach. Going to the middle, Wells, she'll tip over the block, kept alive by Notre Dame, back into play. Can they send it over to the Warriors? They do. A free ball. Mertens to Urach to Mertens to the back left corner, is out. Some room back there, but she put it out past the corner where the lines meet back there, and that'll be a point, Notre Dame. 5-3, Lily Blint will serve. That was a good, furious, long rally, just won by the Nikes. Middle of the service line, it's on the way. Huff, it goes backward. That'll be an ace for Blint, her first, team first of the match. 6-3, Notre Dame up by 3 here in set number 2. Warriors looking for a side out. Blint, middle of the service line, serve on the way. Wiley up to get it right back to Notre Dame. Drew to Conrad, out of the middle, popped up in the air by Wiley. Huff, and then a free ball from Urach. To the back, Drew, Conrad, backs that right side. Van Zee can't send it across. Attack here Notre Dame, 6-4. Warriors get the side out they were looking for. Here comes Chloe Wenzel in for Blint. And Elmore back in for Wenzel right away. Tegan Sickles, halfway between center and the right corner, sends a good low serve off the tape on the way. Van Zee, and then in the net is Conrad on the set attempt. That's an error. That'll give a point to Van Buren County. 6-5. Notre Dame leads it in set 2. Sickles will serve again for the Warriors. Tegan the serve on the way. Elmore, forearm pass, Conrad. She's going to set Kip down the line, dug by Sickles. To Urach, to Mertens, to the back, off Elmore, and then a free ball off 2 contacts to Wells. Her pass to Urach, going to go to Mertens. To the back, to Elmore. Conrad going to the outside to Brockway. Attack, cross court, dug by Wiley. Her pass to Urach, going to Mertens. Cross court, dug by Drew. To Brockway, a roll shot from Conrad that goes errantly left. Attack here, Nikes. We're tied at 6. Good fight back by the Warriors after trailing at 6-3. They're up 1-0. Tegan Sickles the next serve on the way. Overhead pass from Van Zee to Elmore. Free ball coming to Wells. Urach going to go to Wells out of the middle off the block. Popped up in the air by Drew. Towards the net, Van Zee, and they can't make a third contact. Point Warriors. And we'll give a kill to Daphne Wells. Her second, team fourth. It's off of 2 contacts, but it acted like a kill. 12th of the match for the Warriors. They lead 7-6. Sickles on a mini service run. Next one on the way. Drew, a forearm pass, a forearm set from Conrad going to Brockway, and that one past the end line. Point Van Buren County on an attack here by the Nikes. Here comes another timeout from head coach Susan Reed. Warriors up 2-8-6. They lead at 1-0. Come on back after this 30-second break for more Set 2 Van Buren County Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball action. Back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are back for more Set 2 action here. Burlington Notre Dame Nikes, Van Buren County Warriors, Girls High School Varsity Volleyball in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Good battle here. Warriors were down 6-3 in the second set. They're now up 8-6. Tegan Sickles still on the serve. Serve on the way. Handled by Elmore to Conrad. She's going to go right side to Van Zee. Cross court, dug by Huff. A little bit to the right. Urach sends it back into play. Wells, a big roll shot to Elmore in the back. Her pass to Conrad, going to Kip out of the middle. Wiley digs it. Mertens sends it back into play. Wiley a free ball. Good job to keep it alive. Elmore overhead pass to Conrad. Overhead set. On the attack from the outside, dug by Wiley. That was Brockway. Mertens to Urach, will tip it across with two hands. Drew to Conrad to Kip, blocked by the Warriors. One contact, then two, and a free ball coming back to Van Buren County. Huff has it in the back, her pass to Urach, going to Wells, she'll tip over the block and down after a couple of touches. Daphne Wells will get another one, her third, team fifth. Warriors lead 9-6 here in the set number 2. Long way to go in this set, though. We're playing at 25, remember? Not 21, no tournament set. Oh, and Sickles, a service error right into the net. That is the first of the set, third of the match. 3-point Nikes, 9-7, and they will serve. Van Zee out. Number 1, Logan Skerrick, into the match for Notre Dame. Right to center, Skerrick, the serve on the way. Sickles goes to the right, Wells back into play. It's on the wrong side of the pin. That will be an error by the Warriors, and it'll give a point to the Nikes. 9-8. Warriors up 1 here in set 2. Skerrick will serve again. Right to center. Logan Skerrick, the serve on the way. Wiley, a forearm pass, Urach. Overhead back set middle. Mertens will push it towards the back. Off with Skerrick and down. Mertens found some room back there. Good job to push it back there with two hands. Give Marley her first kill. Team's a 6th. Wiley out. Troutman's in. 6th of the set as far as kills go. 14th of the match. 10-8 Warriors. Daphne Wells, the serve. Skerrick towards the net, off of the net, and Notre Dame can't control it. Point Warriors, 11-8. Van Buren County with a 3-point lead here in set 2. Daphne Wells, a good low hard serve on the way. Back right after one contact, and then a joust at the net, and it never made it over. Urach thought it was going to go over, it never cleared after one contact. Point Nikes. Wiley is back in, Daphne Wells is out. Warriors with a 2-point advantage, 11-9. Brockway, right to center, will serve to Huff. Forearm pass to Urach. Overhead back set, right side Mertens. She went to the back right and to the left of Skerrick and found some room back there. That's what I want to see from Marley Mertens. Her second kill, team 7th of the set, 15th of the match. It's 12-9. Warriors with a 3-point lead here. Up 1-0 over Burlington Notre Dame. Mertens will serve towards the right corner. Marley, a good tip, clips the tape and lands in front of Skerrick. She can't control it. That'll be an ace. First of the set, third of the match. Mertens gets her first ace, 13-9. Timeout. Head coach Susan Reed trying to stop the bleeding. Back with you in 30 seconds. Warriors up 1-0. They lead at 13-9 in set 2 with the serve. Back with you in 30. You're tuned into Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. We're in set 2. Warriors up 1-0. They lead 13-9 here in set 2, and Marley Mertens still on the serve. Looking to continue the momentum. Serve on the way. That one's going to ricochet to the left off of Brockway for another ace. Second of the set, fourth of the match. Mertens will get her second. It's 14-9. Warriors up 5 here in set number 2. Mertens towards the right corner. Oh, she got all of that one. That one almost passed the basketball end line. Marley flexing a little muscle on that one, but errantly long. Second service error of the set, fourth of the match. Free point Nikes. It's 14-10. Elmore to serve. Right about in the middle. Serve on the way. Sickles has it. First contact to Urach, going to Huff. She'll roll one over from the outside. Drew to Conrad. Set her dump on 2. Mertens got a piece of it. Nobody else could control it. Might have hit Sickles in the face after the first contact. That'll be a point for the Nikes. 14-11. Warriors up 3 in set 2. Elmore, the next serve. Mertens sends it back into play to Urach. Going to the middle to Troutman. She'll tip. That one's out on the left side. Tackier Warriors 14-12. So Notre Dame creeping back in. Elmore, a little mini service run for the Nikes. Left to center on the service line. Elmore the serve on the way. Sickles, forearm pass to Urach. Going to go to Huff, try to end it on the outside. Nashland came up short. Attack here. Warriors 14-13. Van Buren County up 1. Elmore to serve again for Notre Dame. Warriors looking for a side out. Elmore's next serve comes up short. Service error. First of the set for Notre Dame, fourth of the match. Service errors are even at 4. Free point Van Buren County. 15-13. Sophia Urach towards the right corner. Serve on the way. Skirek, a forearm pass to Conrad. Set her dump on 2. Ashland Huff right back to him. Brockway to Conrad. Over to Drew from the outside. Dug by Mertens to Urach to Huff. Cross court. Elmore. It goes backwards and nobody else going to get to it. Huff put that one away. She'll get her 8th kill. That's the 8th as a team. A 16th of the match. 16-13. Van Buren County up 3 in set number 2. Sophia Urach will serve again. Some rhythm dribbles for Sophia. Serve on the way. Good low hard serve. Skerrick. Wenzel back into play. A roll shot from Drew. Wiley overhead pass to Urach. Overhead set to the middle. Troutman blocked by Wenzel. And that's a block for a point. First of the match for Notre Dame. First for each team has 1. Skerrick out. Van Zee in. Point for the Nikes at 16-14. Warriors up 2. And Conrad back to serve. Halfway between center and the right corner. Serve on the way. Wiley, a forearm pass. Urach overhead set to the middle. Huff off of the block. Conrad, forearm pass. Thought you hit it twice in a row. It was somebody else. Dug by Huff on the attack by Notre Dame. And then Urach tipped it across, and Notre Dame couldn't handle it. So Urach will get her 4th kill. That's here comes Troutman out. Wells in 9th as a team for the Warriors in this second set. 17th in the match. 17-14. They're back up 3. And Lexi Wiley, right to center. Jump serve on the way. Need a little service run from her. Drew to Conrad, going to Wenzel on the outside. Blocked by the Warriors. And sent across after 3 contacts. Good job by Notre Dame to keep it alive. Urach to Wiley, going to Huff. She'll roll one to the middle of the defense. Off of Elmore into the back. Nobody could control it. Huff, a roll shot kill. She'll get her 9th. That's the 10th as a team in the set. 18th of the match. Warriors lead 18-14 in set 2. Up 1 set to none. Wiley right to center, sends the next serve, took something off it. Drew up to get it. Her pass to Conrad, going to Wenzel on the outside off the block of the Warriors. She hit through and down in the middle of the defense. Chloe Wenzel gets her 5th put away. That's the second for Notre Dame in this set, 10th of the match, 18-15. And Isabella Drew going to go back to serve for Notre Dame. A little bit right of center for her, serve on the way. Overhead pass from Huff to Urach, a forearm set to Wells, off the outside to the back left corner, and good. Daphne Wells, beautiful. Her fourth kill, team's 11th in the set, 19th of the match. Daphne looked good putting that one away. I don't think Notre Dame expected that out of her. It's 19-15 and Huff to serve. A little bit right of center for Ashland. A good low hard serve on the way, handled by Drew to Conrad. Here comes Wenzel off the right side, cross court, dug by Urach, right back to Notre Dame. Brockway to Conrad, going back to Brockway on the outside, off the block, kept alive by Urach, right back to him. Over pass, blocked by Wells. She got another one. Off of a couple contacts in Notre Dame, blocked for a point. One in each set for the Warriors. It's 20-15. Ashland Huff still on the serve for Van Buren County. Ashland, another good low hard serve. Drew up in the air. Oh, and Conrad didn't know if it was going to get over or not. She tried to set it and came up. She whiffed on it. Wells was right there to block it if she wanted to set her dump. Point Warriors, 21-15. Huff the next serve. That one even better. That one hit the ground. But Wells that one hit the ground, and they missed it, and Elmore sent it right back over, but Wells was there to clean it up. We'll give her a kill, not really a block for a point. Warriors with momentum right now. That's the fifth for Wells, 12th of the set for the Warriors, 20th of the match, and they're up 7. 22-15 here in set 2, up 1-0. Ashland Huff, another serve. Brockway has it to Conrad, going to the right side. Wenzel cross court, dug by Urach. Oh, and Wells and Mertens miscommunicated. Point Nike as they get a side out. Blint in for Wenzel, Elmore the libero out, and Kip back in for the Nikes, and Blint going to go back to serve. 22-16, Warriors up 6 here in this all-important set 2. Blint had a service run. We'll see if we can stop her. That handled by Wiley to Urach to Mertens. Mertens tried to cut one down the net too far away. That's a bad angle. Marley hit it into the net. Attack here of Van Buren County, 22-17. Don't want to give any momentum to Notre Dame. Warriors need to side out right away and get back on the serve. Blint left to center, serve. Wiley right back to him, cleaned up. And they're going to say Warriors in the net. It was going to be cleaned up by Notre Dame. I thought they were in the net. So it's a point, Notre Dame 22-18. Blint to serve again for the Nikes. It's on the way. Out. That's a big service error. Point Warriors. It's a free point. Service error number 2 of the set, 5th of the match. Wenzel back in for Blint. It's 23-18. Warriors 2 points away from set 2. Sickles to serve for Van Buren County. Halfway between the center and the right. Teagan the serve on the way. It lands in front of Elmore. One contact. Nobody could control it. That'll be an ace. 3rd of the set, 5th of the match for the Warriors. Sickles gets her first ace, 24-18. Set point. Teagan Sickles. Serve on the way. Overhead pass, Brockway to Conrad. Drew to Conrad to Brockway off the outside and cross court and down. Here comes Skerrick in for Van Zee. Brockway gets her second kill. That's the 3rd for Notre Dame in this set, 11th of the match, 24-19, and Skerrick will serve. Right of center, serve on the way. Huff. Her pass to Urach, a forearm set to Huff out of the back, and she went for it and hit it into the net. Came up short. I like the aggressiveness, but I'm not sure she had the greatest angle on that one, or the set was the greatest, but 24-20. Skerrick, next serve on the way. Sickles, overhead pass, Urach. Oh, and her set goes over the net, cleaned up by Notre Dame. Mertens right back to him, cleaned up, and blocked and touched by Wells to Sickles, and they'll send it over. Free ball. Drew, back towards the net. Conrad going to Brockway on the outside, off the block of the Warriors, and Sickles touched it. It went over towards the crowd. So Brockway gets her 3rd kill, team 4th. 12th of the match for Notre Dame, 24-21. Warriors a bunch of set points here. They've had a few. Unable to put it away, and Skerrick on the serve, right of center. That goes to Huff, to Urach. to Mertens. Joust at the net, kept alive by Wells. It goes backwards. Huff then back into play, and Mertens a free ball towards the back. That goes out. 24-22. Warriors got to win this set. This is a big key turning point right here. Here comes a timeout from the Warriors. They're up 24-22. Back with you in the 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
(24-22). Warriors up, set points, Garrick to serve. Got to figure out a way to win this set. Wiley, it's an overpass. Urach down the net, kept alive by Conrad to Drew. She's going to set Brockway. She'll push it towards the back. Huff has it to Urach. Somebody needs to put this one away. Daphne Wells over the block, kept alive by Conrad to Elmore. Going to Brockway on the outside. Blocked by the Warriors and falls on their side of the net. 24-23. Brockway her fourth kill. That's the fifth as a team in this set for Notre Dame. 13th of the match. Another set point. Skarek on a service run for Notre Dame. Serve. That one's going long, and that's the way the set is going to end. 25-23. Warriors find a way to win set two after a bunch of set points. They're up 2-0 on the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. We will be back with you after a 1-minute break to start set number 3, brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive on home today. Back with you in 60 seconds. Warriors up 2-0 to start set number 3. You're tuned into Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you from Keosauqua, Iowa, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in the gym on Fred Porson's court. Warriors girls varsity volleyball team up 2-0 on Burlington Notre Dame, 25-16. 25-23. They win a close set number 2. Let's do a set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. In that second set, 2 service errors for each team. 3 aces for the Warriors, 1 for Notre Dame. 12 kills for the Warriors, 5 for Notre Dame. Each team with a block for a point. Warriors win it 25-13. For the match, service errors at 4 for Van Buren County, 5 for Burlington Notre Dame. 5 aces for the Warriors to 1 for the Nikes. 13 kills for the Nikes to 20 for the Warriors. Warriors with 2 blocks for a point, Notre Dame with 1. Individually for Notre Dame, McKenna Kipp with a couple of kills. Addie Brockway has 4. Isabella Drew with 2. Lily Blint has their ace, and Chloe Wenzel has 5 putaways for the Nikes. For the Warriors, Urach's got 4 kills. Ashlyn Huff with 9. Marley Mertens, 2 aces and 2 kills. Huff also has an ace for the Warriors. Wells has an ace and 5 kills, and Sickles has an ace for Van Buren County. On the floor for the Warriors, starting lineups with set number 3, brought to you by Smithburg Automotive, and set number 3, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. Let's see, after Wiley checks in, it's Sickles, Huff, and Troutman up front. Wiley, Mertens, Urach in the back. For Notre Dame, Conrad, Wenzel, Drew up front, Skerrick, Brockway, and Elmore in the back, left to right. Warriors going to serve, and Yurok will do the honors. Here we go in set number 3. Yurok serve on the way. Brockway, her pass to Conrad. Sent over on 2 by Conrad to the back corner. Mertens couldn't get it, and we'll give Conrad a kill. Her first, team first in the set, 14th of the match. Skerrick out. Meadow Van Zee is in. Notre Dame leads 1-0 in set 3, and Ainsley Conrad towards the right corner, serve on the way. Mertens the first contact to Yurok, going to Huff out of the middle. She went to the left, put it away. Ashlyn Huff gets her 10th kill, first of this set for the Warriors, 21st of the match. Troutman out, Wells in. Put Huff in the middle. That's something I really like that head coach Lena Sayer has done. I'm not sure teams know what to do with her there. She can go either way out of there. Wiley the jump serve. Brockway, her pass, Conrad. Going to go to Wenzel on the outside. Through the block and down in front of Wiley. It was through the block of Wells and Sickles, and Wenzel gets her 6th kill, second as a team in this third set for Notre Dame. They're 15th of the match, and Nikes lead it 2-1. And Isabella Drew back to serve right as center. Serve on the way. Wiley, first contact. Pass to Yurok. She's going to set Huff on the right side, cross court. Dug nicely by Conrad to Drew, then a roll shot by Brockway. Wiley's got that. Huff back towards the net, and Yurok a free ball to Notre Dame. Drew to Conrad. She's going to set, tipped by Brockway down the line. Yurok to Mertens, and then Wiley a free ball back to the Nikes. A deep one. Elmore has it to Conrad. Tipped by Wenzel out of the middle. Kept alive by Yurok to Mertens. And then Huff, a roll shot towards the back. Elmore, overhead pass, overhead set now by Conrad. Blocked on the attempt by Brockway. Sickles blocked it, but it ended up out of bounds. So Brockway gets her 5th kill, third as a team for Notre Dame in the set, 16th of the match. Nikes up 3-1 here in set 3. Drew, right to center, the next serve. Wiley, first contact, pass to Yurok. Going to Wells, into the block and down on the Notre Dame side of Van Zee and Wenzel. Daphne Wells gets her 6th put away. That's the second as a team in the third set, 22nd of the match. 3-2, Notre Dame with the lead here in set 3. Huff, right to center. A good low hard serve on the way. Elmer, forearm pass, Conrad. She's going to go to Brockway on the outside, blocked by the Warriors, but up into the crowd. Sickles and Wells were in the right spot, but Brockway hit it off of him and ricocheted up into the crowd. She gets her 6th kill, kip into the match for Elmore. That's the 4th kill as a team in the set, 17th of the match. 4-2, Notre Dame up. Wenzel will serve. Right of center, Wenzel to serve. Huff, first contact. Yurok going to go to Sickles on the right side, over the block. Conrad to Wenzel. She's going to set Brockway. Blocked by the Warriors. It creeps back over the net. And can they send it over? No. They're going to say in the net, trying to keep it alive. Wenzel out, Elmore in. Point Warriors. 4-3. Notre Dame with the lead. Sickles on the serve. Teagan sends it on the way. Drew. Conrad has it. Right side. Van Zee blocked by the Warriors, but out of bounds. Wells and Mertens were there to block it, and Van Zee hit it off of the block. Here comes Skerrick for Van Zee. Van Zee gets her first kill, 5th of the set for Notre Dame, 18th of the match, 5-3. Skerrick will serve. She had the service run to get him back into set 2. Warriors see if they can put an end to it right away. Good low hard serve. Huff right back to Notre Dame. Brockway to Conrad to the middle to Kip. Dug by Mertens. Yurok going to go to Marley on the outside. Cross court and in. Marley found some space in between Elmore and Skerrick back there and put it away. Mertens, her 3rd kill. 3rd as a team in this set. 23rd of the match. Wiley out. Troutman in. Daphne Wells was going to serve. 5-4. Notre Dame up by 1. Here in set 3, Warriors lead 2-0. Wells the serve. Skerrick ricochets over towards the Notre Dame bench. And out of bounds for an ace. That's the first of this set for the Warriors. 6th of the match. Wells gets her 2nd. We're tied at 5. Daphne Wells, the next serve on the way. Drew to Conrad. Roll shot by Brockway off the outside, dug by Huff in the back. Her pass to Yurok. Going to Troutman out of the middle. She'll tip over the block. Drew is there to Conrad, then going out of the middle. Kip popped up in the air by Mertens with 2 hands. Yurok comes forearm set to Marley. She'll tip to Skerrick, cross court. Here comes Drew, then a roll shot by Brockway, handled by Sickles. Yurok center dump on 2, handled by Drew. Her pass to Conrad, going to Brockway on the outside, and off of Sickles, down the line for a point. Brockway is 7th put away, that's a 6th as a team. Wells is out, Wiley back in. 6th kill of the set for Notre Dame, 19th of the match. They lead at 6-5, and Brockway back to serve. Wiley, Sickles, and Huff, right to left in the back, waiting to receive. The serve by Brockway, handled by Sickles. Her pass to Yurok. Huff will try to attack out of the back row, came up short. Never had a chance to get over. That's an attack error by the Warriors. Gives Notre Dame a 7-5 lead here in set 3. Brockway, right of center. She will serve again. A low serve, handled by Sickles. Troutman back into play for the Warriors. Yurok will tip it over with 2 hands. Drew has that. Her pass to Conrad, going to Kip out of the middle. Dug by Huff. It goes backwards. Can Sickles send it back into play? She can. Yurok, a free ball. Good job by the Warriors to keep that alive. Brockway to Conrad to Drew. Off the block. Kept alive by Huff. To Yurok. Going to Mertens. Oh, and they send it back on 2 quick contacts. Huff to Yurok. Going back to Mertens. Towards the back. Elmore to Conrad. They do a good job to keep it alive. Drew, a roll shot to the middle of the Warrior defense, and it fell in front of Wiley. Call that a campfire. Everybody standing around looking at it. So Isabella Drew, on a good rally by both teams, gets her 3rd put away. That's a 7th as a team in this set, 20th of the match. 8-5. Notre Dame up 3. Brockway the next serve. Sickles overhead pass. Yurok overhead back set to the right side. Mertens overhit that one. Attack error by the Warriors. And Notre Dame up 9-5 here in set number 3. Brockway, a couple of rhythm dribbles. She's right of center. Serve on the way. Sickles. Yurok has to come and help out. Huff will tip it across with 2 hands from deep. Brockway to Conrad to Drew. Cross court, dug by Wiley. Warriors looking for a side out. Yurok, and then Mertens will tip over the block. Brockway to Conrad to Kip out of the middle. Off the block of the Warriors. Wiley catches it with a hand, then Huff. And then Yurok, a free ball to the back. Elmore will send it to the front to Conrad. Center dump on 2. Mertens, they recover it for the Warriors. She goes to Yurok and then back to Marley off the block. Troutman keeps it alive. Mertens will send it on 2 contacts to Notre Dame. Elmore to Conrad, going to Drew on the outside. Kept alive by Huff and Yurok. And then a free ball from Troutman that goes out of bounds. A good rally from both teams. The Warriors just with an error there on the end, and that'll give a point to Burlington Notre Dame. Here comes a timeout from head coach Selena Sayer. 10-5, Burlington Notre Dame up 5 here in set number 3. Warriors lead it 2-0. Back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
I'm back with you from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. Notre Dame leads it 10-5 here in set number 3. And Brockway still on the serve for the Nikes. Halfway between the center and the right, serve on the way. Huff, first contact, or pass to Yurok. And Yurok was going to go to Troutman on the middle. She went towards the net. Nobody came and got it. So an error on the Warriors gives a point to the Nikes, 11-5. For those of you wondering about the NFL game tonight, Packers lead the Commanders 14-3, getting close to halftime. 11-5, Nikes up. Brockway, the next serve. Sickles, it goes backwards to the right. Mertens back into play. Yurok, a free ball. Brockway to Conrad to Kip to the right and out. Attack error by Notre Dame gives a point to the Warriors, 11-6. They get that side out that we're looking for. Now we need a service run. And Mertens will see if she can do it. Marley towards the right corner. Serve on the way. And that one ricochets off of Brockway to the right. That'll be an ace. Second of the set, 7th of the match. Mertens gets her 3rd, 11-7. Marley to serve again. Warriors down 4 here in set 3, and that serve into the net. So just 1 point for Marley. Service error, first of this third set, 5th of the match. Wenzel back in for Kip. And Elmore will serve it for the Nikes. Right about the middle of the service line. A high floater on the way. Sickles. Overhead pass goes backwards. Wiley back into play. Yurok a free ball. That doesn't clear the net. So an error on the Warriors. That serve might have been out if Sickles hadn't decided to play it. But instead, a point for the Nikes. They lead it by 6, 13-7 here in set 3. Back and forth we go. Elmore, right of center this time. Next serve on the way. Wiley decides to play that one. Yurok going to Huff on the outside. Blocked. Kept alive by Huff to Yurok. Center dump on 2. Skerrick up to get it. Then Brockway, then Drew on the outside. Cross court dug by Wiley. Yurok will tip it across on 2. Sent back into play by Brockway to Conrad. Forearm set to Drew off the outside off the block of the Warriors. Dug by Sickles. Yurok comes to get it. She'll send it towards the net. And Huff a roll shot from the middle. Dug by Elmore to Conrad. Going back to Drew. And dug by Mertens. Her pass to Yurok and Huff. Off of Skerrick. Drew has it. Here comes Brockway out of the back row. Wiley, overhead pass to Troutman. And then Huff back over to Notre Dame. Conrad to Brockway going to Drew on the outside. Roll shot dug by Sickles. Long rally. Yurok towards and punched over by Huff. Kept alive by Wenzel. Back to her. Dug by Mertens in the back. Yurok. And then Huff a roll shot off the block. Skerrick has it. Conrad a setter dump that goes out. Out along the left side. A furious long rally. Conrad made the air point. Warriors 13-8. Yurok is going to serve. Warriors up 2-0. They trail by 5 here. 13-8 in set 3. Yurok serve on the way off of Skerrick and ricocheted towards the back. That's an ace. Third of the set. 8th of the match for the Warriors. First for Yurok. 13-9. Warriors still down 4 here in set number 3. Sophia's serve comes up short. Mishit that one. Service error. Second of this third set. 6th of the match for the Warriors. Free point Nikes. Van Zee is in for Skerrick for Notre Dame. And Conrad going back to serve. Notre Dame up 5, 14-9 here in set number 3. Towards the right corner. Serve on the way. Wiley's pass goes to Sickles. And Warriors out of system. Sickles sent it towards the middle of the net. Everybody looked around at each other like who's going to get it, and it just fell to the ground. Miscommunication, and the Warriors got to pick it up right now. 15-9, they're down 6 in set 3. Conrad to the right corner, serving it again. Sickles overhead pass to Yurok. Back set to Troutman. She'll attack from the right side off of Elmore. Ricochets towards the back wall, and nobody can get it. So Troutman off the right side puts an end to that. Ada Troutman, her first kill, team 4th in the set, 24th in the match. It's 15-10. Lexi Wiley to serve. Right of center, Lexi the serve on the way. Drew has it. Conrad has to come and get it. Overhead set to Wenzel off the outside. Into the block and down on the Warriors side of Wells and Sickles. They were in the right spot, just crept over the net. So Wenzel gets her 7th put away. 8th as a team for Notre Dame in the third set. 21st of the match. They're up 16-10. And Drew to serve. Wiley, first contact. Yurok's going to set Huff on the right side. Blocked, but out of bounds. Into the block. Brockway and Wenzel, but it went out of bounds on the Warriors side. Ashlyn Huff, her 11th kill. Warriors 5th of this set, 25th of the match. It's 16-11. We need a little service run from somebody. Let's see if Ashlyn Huff can do it. Right to center for Ashlyn. Into the net. Man, service errors biting Van Buren County in this third set. That's their 3rd. 7th of the match. 3 free points for Notre Dame. Kip back in for Elmore, and Wenzel's going to serve it. Notre Dame up 6, 17-11 here in set 3. Wenzel's left of center, and she's going to serve. Sickles, an overhead pass. Yurok back into play. Wells over a free ball. Wenzel has that to Conrad. She's going to go to Brockway on the outside. Cross court, dug by Huff. Yurok center dump on 2. To Conrad, to Drew, is going to go to Brockway. She'll push it down the line. Huff is there for the Warriors. Yurok coming all the way over to Mertens. She'll tip it over the block. Conrad, overhead pass. Wenzel, a forearm set to Brockway on the attack from the outside. Yurok back into play. Huff, and then Mertens, a free ball all to the middle of the defense, and Wenzel couldn't get it. Kind of a freak point. We'll take it. Not really a kill. Wenzel out, Elmore in. Warriors get that one. It's 17-12. Notre Dame up 5, and Sickles is going to serve. Teagan sends it on the way. Drew, an overhead pass to Conrad. She's going to go right side Van Zee, cross court and out. Attack here in Notre Dame, 17-13. Warriors back to within 4. In set 3, they lead 2-0, and Sickles will serve again. Teagan Sickles, about halfway between, just crept over the net. Van Zee to Conrad in the middle. Kip down the middle, dug by Wiley to Urach. Coming over to Mertens, cross court. Was it touched? Line judge says it was touched. We'll give Mertens her 4th kill. That's the 6th of the set for the Warriors, 26th of the match, 17-14. It was out, I think. Here comes a timeout from head coach Susan Reed. Warriors have cut it to 3 at 17-14. They trail by 3 in the 3rd set, but they're up 2-0. Back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School for more 3rd set action. Warriors trail 17-14, but Sickles on the serve. Next one on the way. Elmore to Conrad. Joust, Urach tipped it over. Notre Dame there to cover it. Brockway from the outside, dug by Wiley. Cross court, her pass to Urach to Wells out of the middle. Down the middle, popped up in the air by Drew to Conrad, going a roll shot. Blocked, sent back by Notre Dame to Huff. Urach going to Mertens on the outside, she'll push it down the line. Elmore is there, her pass goes to Conrad all the way across to Brockway. Over the block, dug by Huff. Urach going to Wells out of the middle, off the block. Elmore's there for Notre Dame. Her pass to Conrad, going right side. Cross court, Van Zee to Huff. Over to Mertens. She'll go cross court and off of Brockway and Drew, and I think that was it. 2 contacts. Anyways, it's a point. Warriors. Let's give Marley Mertens her 5th kill. That's the 7th as a team. In the set, 27th of the match, 17-15. Back to a 2-point lead for Notre Dame. Sickles the next serve on the way. Drew, forearm pass, Conrad. She's going to set Brockway up the outside. Cross court, dug by Wiley. Urach, a forearm set. Going to Mertens on the outside. A roll shot over the block and down. Conrad couldn't come up to get it. Mertens caught him off guard, 17-16. And Marley gets her 6th. That's the 8th as a team in this set, 28th of the match. 1 point separates these teams right now, 17-16. Notre Dame up 1. Sickles towards the right corner. Serve on the way. Elmore, forearm pass, Conrad. She's going to set Brockway. She'll cut the block, but Mertens is there. To Urach, Marley, a roll shot towards the back. Elmore is there. Forearm pass to Conrad, overhead set to Brockway on the outside, cross court and in. Brockway found some room that time, and she gets her 8th kill. That's the 9th as a team in the match. Van Zee out and Skerrick back in. 22nd kill as a team for Notre Dame in this match. They lead by 2, 18-16 in set 3, Skerrick. The serve, good low hard serve. Huff, Urach tried to send it over on 2. Might have been blocked by Brockway. Blocked for a point. 1st of this set, 2nd of the match for Notre Dame. They're up 3 at 19-16. Warriors crept back in and we're within 1. Skerrick serve, and that one's going to go long. Huff decides to play it. Urach towards the middle. Wiley, a free ball with the forearms to Notre Dame. Skerrick to Conrad, to Brockway on the outside, cross court, dug by Wiley. Is it going to get in? No. Went over the net along the left side, but out. 20-16, Notre Dame back up by 4 here in set 3. And another timeout from the Warriors. Back with you in 30 seconds. Notre Dame leads it by 4, 20-16. In set 3, they trail it, or the Warriors lead it 2-1. Back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned into Warrior Volleyball on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Group Network.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
All right, we're back with more third set action coming at you. Warriors up 2-0, but they trail by 4, 20-16 in set number 3. This is a best-of-5 setter. Skerrick on the serve for Notre Dame, right of center, serve on the way. Huff's first contact, their pass to Urach. Wiley out of the back row, and that one went long. Elmore let it go, was out. Attack here, Warriors 21-16. Warriors had it to within 17-16, now it's 21-16. 4-point run from Notre Dame going to be tough in this set now. I need a run. Skerrick to serve on the way. Sickles, first contact to Urach to the right side. Daphne Wells down the line and out. Attack here at Van Buren County, 22-16. Notre Dame with the lead in set 3. Skerrick halfway between the center. That one's going to go long, and Huff let it go smartly. Service error. See if that can get the Warriors started. First of this set for Notre Dame. Wiley's out, Troutman in. That's the 6th service error of the match for the Nikes, 22-17. Wells needs a run. That serve goes to Skerrick, to Conrad, to Brockway. She'll tip it down the line and found some room. Past Sickles. Brockway's 9th kill. That's the 10th as a team in this set, 23rd of the match. Urach talking to the chair umpire about something. Not sure what. That's a point for Notre Dame, and Brockway is going to go to serve. Towards the right of center, handled by Sickles, and Conrad was there. One contact almost made it over the net. It didn't. Troutman was there for the Warriors, but it fell on the Van Buren side. So set point coming for Notre Dame at 24-17. Brockway halfway between the center and the right. Her serve on the way. Huff to Urach, going to Mertens, a free ball from the right side. Skerrick to Conrad, going to Kip out of the middle, cross court, dug by Wiley to the right. Urach will send it over on 2. Cleaned up, but out of bounds by Conrad. Conrad went for it, hit it way out of bounds on the left side. Attack here, Notre Dame. 24-18, set point, and a few of them. Mertens is serve, handled by Brockway to Conrad, setter dump on 2. Sickles is there, joust at the net, and it's never made it over. So Notre Dame wins set 3, 25-18. Take a 1-minute break. We'll do a set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's when we come back after 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Whether you're building your dream home, expanding the family farm, or just need a little help getting started, Pilot Grove Savings Bank is here for you. Our experienced lending team offers personalized service with competitive rates because we live here too, and we know what matters. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We make your goals our priority. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back with you for a set 3 recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. In that third set, Warriors with 3 service errors. Notre Dame had 1. The Warriors had 3 aces, Notre Dame with 1. Warriors with 8 kills to Notre Dame's 10 in that third set. Van Buren County did not have a block for a point. Notre Dame had 1. So match totals, Service errors, Van Buren County was 7, Burlington Notre Dame was 6. The Warriors have 8 aces to 1 for Burlington Notre Dame. 28 kills for Van Buren County to 23 for Notre Dame, each team with 2 blocks for a point. The Warriors won set 1, 25-16. They won set 2, 25-23. Notre Dame takes set 3, 25-18. Individually, Van Zee has a kill for Notre Dame. Kip with 2. Brockway, the leader, with 9. Drew has 3. Conrad with 1. Blint has an ace. And Chloe Wenzel has 7 kills for the Warriors. Yurok an ace and 4 kills. Huff has 11 putaways. Mertens has 6 and 3 aces. Huff also with an ace. Wells 2 aces and 6 kills. Tegan Sickles with an ace. Ada Troutman with a kill. All right, set 3 going to be brought to you by, or set 4, excuse me, brought to you by Tugboat Transportation, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. On the floor for the Warriors, it's Huff, Troutman, Yurok up front, Sickles, Wiley, Mertens in the back. For Notre Dame, Elmore is going to serve. Brockway and Skerrick in the back. Drew, Conrad, Wenzel up front. Elmore serve on the way. We're underway in set 4. First contact, Mertens, set it up on 2 by Yurok. Conrad is there, then Skerrick. She'll set Drew. Cross-court attack from the outside, dug by Huff to Yurok. Back to Ashlyn Huff. Cross-court, dug by Skerrick. Elmore sends it towards the front, and Drew, a roll shot down the line. Up in the air from Sickles to Yurok, going to Huff again. She'll smack it at Skerrick, right back to the Warriors. Huff goes to Yurok, to the middle to Troutman. She'll tip towards the back corner, nobody there. Good play from Ada Troutman, nobody in the back left corner for Notre Dame, and the Warriors take a 1-0 lead in set 4. Troutman, her second kill, first as a team in this set. 1-0. Yurok will serve it for the Warriors. Towards the right corner, Sophia's serve on the way. Brockway to Conrad, going to Wenzel off the outside, and she overhit that one. Attack air, Notre Dame. Warriors take a 2-0 lead. Be important to get off to a good start in this 4th set. Warriors up 2-1. Yurok's next serve on the way to Elmore, ricochets to the right, and Conrad can't get it. That'll be an ace. First of the set for the Warriors, 9th of the match. Yurok gets her second. It's 3-0. Yurok's next serve on the way. Brockway, center dump on 2 by Conrad. Backwards and to her left, and Huff was looking to block, and so was Troutman. Nobody there. Conrad gets her second kill, first of this set for Notre Dame, 24th of the match. It's 3-1. Nike's on the board, and Conrad will serve. Serve on the way. Wiley has it to Yurok. Back set right side. Troutman down the line. Dug by Brockway to Conrad. She'll go to Drew. Cross court. Dug by Wiley. Troutman will tip it over. Blocked by Notre Dame and kept alive. They want to lift. Attack from Drew. Dug by Mertens and Yurok towards the back corner, and that is out. Warriors wanted to lift bad on a block attempt that was into the net on the Notre Dame side, and they didn't get the call. I think they're right. 3-2. Conrad will serve it again. Sickles, first contact, goes to Yurok, to Huff out of the middle, off the block, kept alive by Brockway to Conrad, going to Drew. Blocked by the Warriors and kept alive. Troutman, Sickles, right back to Notre Dame. Conrad to Brockway, going to Drew on the outside. She'll cut it down the net. Huff is there to keep it alive. Sickles back into play, up it into the crowd, and Yurok can't get it. That'll be a point for the Nikes. Conrad will serve again. We're tied at 3. And that serve into the net. Service error, Notre Dame. First of this set, 7th of the match, 4-3. Wells in for Troutman. Lexi Wiley to serve for the Warriors. They lead at 4-3. A little bit right of center. Jump serve by Lexi. On the way goes long. So the teams trade service errors. The first of the 4 set for the Warriors. 8th of the match. We're even at 4. And Isabella Drew to serve. She's to the right of center. That serve good and low, but Huff has it to Wells. Yurok a free ball. Drew's pass goes to Conrad to Wenzel out of the middle. She went to the right and put it away to the left of Wiley. Wenzel's 8th put away. Second kill of the set for Notre Dame, 25th of the match. Drew's next serve is on the way. A short floater. Wiley joust at the net, won by Wenzel. Wenzel and Yurok with 6-4 in Notre Dame. Drew, the next serve on the way for the Nikes. Wiley sends it right back to him on one contact. Drew's pass goes to Conrad. She'll go Wenzel out of the middle, blocked by the Warriors, but it went out of bounds. Wells got it, but it went out of bounds. Wenzel gets her 9th put away. 3rd kill of this set for Notre Dame, and that's the 26th of the match. They lead it 7-4 here in set 4. Next serve from Drew to Huff. Goes to Yurok. Wells will tip. Daphne thought it was off a touch, but it went out of bounds. Attack air Warriors, 8-4. Notre Dame up 4. Here in set 4, Drew on a service run, serve on the way. Mertens to Yurok, going to Huff on the right side. She'll go down the line. Drew is there to Conrad to the right side. Van Zee blocked by the Warriors. Huff right back to Notre Dame. Sickles will play it. It came back over. Wiley towards the back. Elmore. A pass to Conrad, going over to Brockway on the outside off the block of the Warriors. Wells and Sickles tried to get it, but Brockway put it away off of the block. Her 10th kill, 4th as a team, 27th as a match, and it's 9-4. Notre Dame up by 5 here in set number 4. Timeout Warriors, back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
All right, we're back for more 4th set action. Isabella Drew to serve for Burlington Notre Dame. They lead at 9-4 here in set 4. Warriors up 2-1. Drew a little bit right of center, sends a serve on the way. Wiley, first contact to Yurok, going to right side to Huff. Into the block, kept alive by the Warriors off the net, and 3 contacts, and they can't send it across. So I guess you would consider that a block for a point for Notre Dame. The first of the set, 3rd of the match. They lead it 10-4. Warriors need to get tough if they want to end this in 4. Drew serve on the way. Wiley up to get it. Joust at the net, out of bounds. And Notre Dame thinks it's a touch. It was a joust at the net, hit out of bounds. And if you don't have a touch on the last one, then you better not have a touch on this one. Same play. Conrad trying to talk to the chair umpire, but they're not going to get the call. So side out Warriors. 10-5, and Huff, that was an attack here on Notre Dame. Huff on the serve. Handled by Brockway, errantly to the right. That'll be an ace for Huff. Second of the set for the Warriors. And Huff gets her second. It's 10-6. Ashlyn Huff, right of center on the service line, will serve again. Notre Dame leads it 10-6. And that one into the net. Service error. Second of this set, 9th of the match for the Warriors. So they can't put a run together. Kip into the match for Elmore for Notre Dame, and Wenzel going to serve. Warriors needed a little more of a service run, can only score 1. Wenzel left to center to Huff, overhead pass, Yurok, and then Huff will push it across from the back row. To Drew, to Conrad, going to Kip out of the middle, cross court off of Wiley. Point Nikes. Kip put that one away, her 3rd. That's the 5th as a team in this 4th set. 28th of the match. Notre Dame's doubled up Van Buren County 12-6. Here in set 4. Wenzel is left of center on the service line. And Chloe to serve on the way. Huff, an overhead pass to Yurok. Overhead set to Mertens. She'll push it across. Kept alive by Conrad to Drew. Tipped across by Brockway to Wiley to Yurok. Back right side to Sickles. She'll roll one over the block. Conrad to Drew, and she can't connect with Brockway. Point Warriors, attack air, Notre Dame. Here comes Elmore in for Wenzel. Sickles the serve for Van Buren County. Towards the right corner, serve on the way. Elmore, an overhead pass. Conrad set to the right side, tipped over the block of Wells. Mertens has it to Yurok to Daphne. Wells hits it right at Drew, then they'll set Brockway on the outside, cross court, dug by Wiley. Mertens a cross court attack, and then off of Drew, and it fell between Elmore and Brockway. That's an error on Notre Dame, 12-8. Notre Dame leads set 4 by 4. And Tegan Sickles to serve again. Towards the right corner, serve on the way. Elmore, a forehand pass, Conrad overhead set to Brockway on the outside. Cross court, dug by Wiley to Yurok. Oh, an overpass cleaned up by Wenzel. Wells is there, though, to Yurok, going to Mertens. She tried to roll one over the block, and it never made it over. And when Marley makes an error, it usually comes up short. Attack here, Warriors. Skerrick in for Van Zee. 13-8, Notre Dame up 5 here in set 4. Skerrick will serve for the Nikes. A little bit right of center, serve on the way. That one might have been going out. Sickles plays it. Yurok going to Mertens, a roll shot out of the back. Kept alive by Drew to Conrad, going over to Brockway on the outside, off the block and out of bounds of Wells and Yurok. So Brockway gets her 11th put away. 6th kill of the set for Notre Dame. 29th of the match, kills even at 29. Notre Dame leads set 4, 14-8. Skerrick the next serve. Wiley straight up in the air and off the basketball support to Sickles, and Mertens will push it towards the back corner. One contact and two, and the third one can't send it over. So Marley Mertens gets her 7th, team second in this set, 30th of the match. Troutman in for Wiley. Daphne Wells to serve. 14-9. That one off of Skerrick to Conrad, who's going to Brockway off the net and block. Sickles to Yurok, back to Notre Dame. Drew sends it right back to Huff, to Yurok, and then Mertens, a roll shot, kept alive by Brockway to Conrad, center dump on 2. Huff there to Yurok, going to Troutman, off the block of Notre Dame. Drew has that to Conrad, they'll go to Kip, blocked, kept alive by Troutman. Yurok towards the back corner, alertly by Sophia. Elmore got it, couldn't control it. Sophia Yurok, her 5th kill. That's the 3rd as a team in the 4th set, 31st of the match. 14-10. Warriors down 4 in set 4, but they're up 2-1. Notre Dame's going to win it. It's going to have to go 5. The Warriors would love to end this in 4. They got work to do. Daphne Wells a little bit right of center. Serve on the way, and that one service there to the left. 3rd of this 4th set, 10th of the match. Wiley back in for Wells. 3-point Nikes. It's 15-10. Notre Dame leads it by 5 here in set 4. And Brockway to serve. A little bit right of center. The serve on the way. Huff, an overhead pass. Yurok comes to get it. Wiley will push it to the back row with 2 hands. Elmore to Conrad, over on 2. Mertens sends it back into play to Yurok, and then Wiley a free ball to the back. Elmore to Conrad, going to Kip out of the middle. Off the block, dug by Wiley. Joust at the net, never made it over. That would have been 4 hits necessary. Now they're going to say somebody in the net. I guess Troutman, maybe her or Yurok. Point Nikes, 16-10. Nice low serve, dug by Sickles, right back on one contact. And they're going to set Drew, blocked by the Warriors, but it goes down the net. Out of bounds, lands on our side, either one. The block of Troutman and Yurok. Give the kill to Drew over there. Her 4th, team 7th of the set, 30th of the match. Serve by Brockway, handled by Sickles to Yurok to Mertens. She'll push it towards the back with 2 hands to Brockway to Conrad to Kip out of the middle, off the block, dug by Huff. Pass to Yurok and then Mertens. A roll shot by the Warriors, kept alive. 2 contacts. That was Brockway and Conrad. They couldn't get it. So Mertens, her 8th. Team 4th in this set, 32nd of the match for the Warriors. Still 6-point deficit at 17-11. Mertens needs a service run. Off of Skerrick and then back into play from Brockway. They can't send it over on the 3rd contact. Point Warriors, 17-12. Warriors down 5 here in set 4, up 2-1. Mertens towards the right corner. And she hit that one into the net. Service error number 4 in the fourth set, 11th of the match. 18-12. Warriors down 6. Elmore to serve, right of center of the service line. A serve on the way. Sickles to Urach, back into play. Mertens a free ball to Elmore, to Conrad. Wenzel out of the middle, blocked by the Warriors, but it lands on the wrong side. Wenzel gets her 10th put away. That's the 8th of this set for Notre Dame, 31st of the match. And the Nikes up 19-12 in set 4. Elmore, the next serve on the way. Wiley, first contact to Urach, going over to Huff. Cross court and down in front of Skerritt. She might have taken a little bit off. And Huff gets her 12th kill. 5th of the set for the Warriors, 33rd of the match. It's 19-13. We need a service run from somebody to get back into this. 6-point deficit. Let's see if Urach can do it. Her serve goes to Skerritt. To Conrad. Setter dump. Huff is there. Urach, and then back to Ashland. She'll tip it to the middle. Brockway is there. Pass to Conrad to Drew. She'll tip over the block. 1-2 off the net, and Troutman can't send it over. Van Zee in for Skerritt. (20-13). Conrad to serve. Notre Dame up 7 here in set 4. Serve on the way. Sickles. Wiley towards the net. Huff will tip off the block of Wenzel. Kept alive by Conrad. Then Brockway going to Drew on the outside. Cross court. Dug by Wiley. To Urach, going to Huff. Towards the back corner, cross court and out. Attack here of Van Buren County. It's 21-13. Eight-point deficit here in set 4. Notre Dame with the advantage, and Conrad on the serve towards the right corner for the Nikes. Serve on the way short. Wiley has it to Urach. Setter dump on 2. Conrad the first contact to Elmore. Forearm set to Drew. Roll shot off the outside. Wiley to Urach. Setter dump towards the back. Conrad back towards the net. Back set right side. Cross court from Van Zee. Dug by Mertens. To Urach to Sickles. She'll roll one towards the middle of the defense. Conrad to Brockway to Drew. Wiley's contact can't be gathered up by Troutman. So Drew will put her 5th kill. That's the 9th as a team in this set for Notre Dame. 32nd of the match, and they lead at 22-13. Conrad the next serve. Sickles' pass goes to Urach. Then Mertens out of the back row. Off of Conrad and down. Mertens a back row kill. Marley gets her 9th. That's the 6th as a team in this set. Wells in for Troutman. 34th kill for the Warriors, but they still trail it by 8 in set 4. Need a run. Lexi Wiley, serve a short one. Send it over on 1. Wells will clean it up. Put it away towards the back left corner, and Elmore couldn't get there. Daphne Wells gets her 7th kill. That's the 7th as a team in this set. 35th of the match. But the Warriors still work to do. They're down 7 in set 4, up 2 sets to 1. 22-15 Notre Dame. Wiley, right of center, jump serve on the way. Elmore, a forearm pass to Conrad. Going to Wenzel on the outside. Mertens, a nice dig in the back to Urach to Huff. A roll shot cross court. Brockway up in the air to Conrad. Wenzel, blocked by the Warriors, off of the block and down of Wells and Sickles. Wenzel gets her 11th kill. That's the 10th of the set for Notre Dame, 33rd of the match. And they're creeping close to a 4th set win at 23-15. Good battle going on here tonight. The Warriors won the first set. Notre Dame takes the third. Served by Drew. Goes to Mertens. Urach to Sickles out of the middle. Blocked right back by Wenzel. Blocked for a point. That brings up, that's the 2nd of the set, 4th of the match. That'll bring up set point from Notre Dame at 24-15. They lead it, and Drew will serve. Right of center. Serve on the way. Huff. Pass to Urach. Going to Huff on the right side. Tipped over. Elmore has it. Conrad to Wenzel out of middle. She'll tip. And it's out. She tried to tip it to the right of Huff. And attack here in Notre Dame. 24-16. Huff will serve. Van Buren County stays alive here in set number 4. Ashland Huff a little bit right of center. Serve on the way. Brockway has it. Conrad going to the right side. Wenzel cross court, dug by Urach to Sickles. She'll go to Wells out of the middle attack, dug by Elmore. To Conrad to Brockway. Her attack off the outside, dug by Huff to Urach. To Wells out of the middle block, kept alive by Huff. No, it never made it over. Would have been 4 hits. So, 25-16 is our score, and Notre Dame wins set 4. So we're going to a decisive 5th set. Played at 15, you got to win by 2, no cap on the points. Back with you in 60 seconds. We'll do a set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. We're tied at 2 sets apiece. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball between Van Buren County and Burlington Notre Dame. Right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
At Van Buren County Hospital, we're proud to support the Van Buren County Warriors on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. Whether you're crossing the finish line, acing a test, or painting a masterpiece, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when you need us, we're here with compassionate care, expert providers, and a wide range of services for the whole family. Van Buren County Hospital. Quality care close to home.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back from Keosauqua, Iowa, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. Inside the gym on Fred Parsons Court, girls high school varsity volleyball for you tonight. We're on the air at 92.7 KTWA. We're also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel. We're going to set 5. The Warriors won first 2 sets, 25-16, 25-13. Notre Dame takes 3 and 4, 25-18, 25-16. In that 4-set recap, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. 4 service errors for the Warriors to 1 for Notre Dame. 2 aces for the Warriors to none for Notre Dame. Van Buren County 7 kills in that 4-set. Notre Dame had 10, and no blocks for a point for Van Buren County. Notre Dame had 2. So match totals, 11 service errors for the Warriors to 7 for Notre Dame, 10 aces for Van Buren County to 1 for Notre Dame. The kills, Van Buren County leads at 35-33, 2 blocks for a point for the Warriors, 4 for Notre Dame. Individually, Chloe Wenzel leading the way with 11, so does Addie Brockway for Notre Dame. Ashlyn Huff leading the way along with Marley Mertens with 11 and 9 kills respectively. So, let's see, Urach will serve it for the Warriors. Start set number 5. Serve on the way. Elmore, it's an overpass cleaned up by Huff, kept alive by Brockway to Elmore. Wenzel out of the back, down the line, it's out. So the Warriors take a 1-0 lead. For Van Buren County on the floor, it's Sickles, Huff, Troutman up front, Wiley, Mertens, Urach in the back. For Notre Dame, Drew, Wenzel, and Conrad up front, Skerrick, Brockway, and Elmore in the back. Urach's next serve. Brockway, first contact to Conrad, going to Drew. She'll roll it over the block. Sickles is there. Pass to Urach, going to Huff. She'll try to tip, came up short. Attack air Warriors, and we're tied at 1. Skerrick out, Van Zee in for Notre Dame. And Conrad will serve towards the right corner for the Nikes. The serve on the way. Wiley's pass goes to Urach. She's going to go right side, Troutman down the line. Dug by Brockway to Conrad. Going to Drew on the outside roll shot. Dug by Wiley in the back for the Warriors to Urach. Going to Sickles. She'll push it high over the block. Conrad there to get it. Brockway a forearm set to Drew on the outside towards the back. Mertens off the basketball hoop. Troutman will send it over on 2 to Elmore to Conrad out of the middle. Wenzel dug by Mertens to Urach going to Troutman. She'll tip, block, kept alive by Huff. Joust at the net. Sickles wings it. That's a lift. Thank you. They finally called it. Finally called the lift on Notre Dame. Been waiting for it all night, and cheer referee finally got it. 2-1 Warriors. Urach waiting on the whistle. And she waited too long, and they awarded a point to Notre Dame because she thought she heard the whistle, then didn't serve it. So the point and the serve goes back to Notre Dame. We're tied at 2. Here comes the serve from Notre Dame. Warriors rotation is messed up. Huff, it was cleaned up by Notre Dame. It's a mess right now. Back to Mertens and Troutman, a free ball. Elmore has it to Conrad. Pushed towards the back and out by Wenzel. Head coach Susan Reed wanted to touch. She's not going to get it. And Huff will serve. Warriors rotation got messed up when Urach took too much time to serve it. So anyways, it's 3-2 Warriors. Strange play. Urach took too much time to serve it. Warriors couldn't figure out their rotation. Notre Dame was told they could serve it. They did. A frantic point. Wenzel pushed it out of bounds towards the back. Huff's going to serve. Now the down referee talking to both coaches. Here we go. 3-2. Huff serve. Handled by Elmore. Sickles cleans it up. Drew keeps it alive. To Conrad going to Brockway on the right side cross court. And off of Wiley into the crowd. And we're tied at 3. Brockway gets her 12th kill. First of the 5th set for Notre Dame, 34th of the match. Elmore is out. Kipp is in. And Wenzel, left of center of the service line, will serve. Huff up to get it. To Urach, to Sickles on the right side. She'll tip it across with 2 hands. Wenzel to Conrad. Brockway, roll shot. Huff. Urach. Wells out of the middle. To the back left, and it was in or touched by Drew. Point Warriors. Give Wells her 8th. First kill of the 5th set for the Warriors, 36 of the match. And Buren County leads at 4-3. Here comes a timeout from head coach Susan Reed. So Warriors lead 4-3 in the 5th and deciding set. We're tied at 2 sets apiece. Back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive Lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you for more 5th set action. Warriors lead 4-3. Sickles the serve on the way. Elmore, first contact to Conrad. She's going to go to Kipp out of the middle. Tipped over the block. Mertens is there to Urach. Back to Marley, a roll shot towards Drew in the back row to Conrad, going to Brockway on the outside, over the block. Cross court and to the left of Wiley and in. Brockway gets another one, her 13th put away of the match, 2nd of the set for Notre Dame, 35th of the match. Van Zee out, Skarek is in. And she's going to go back to serve. We're tied at 4 in the 5th and deciding set. Skarek, right of center, serve on the way. Huff, first contact. Urach set her dump on 2, pushed right back by Notre Dame down the line by Brockway. Nobody there in the back left corner for the Warriors. Brockway gets her 14th. 3rd of this set for Notre Dame, 36 of the match. They take a 5-4 lead, and Skarek will serve again. Warriors need a side out. Or a service error. That'll work. First of this set for Notre Dame, 8th of the match. Wiley out, Troutman in. We're tied at 5. Playing this to 15, remember, in set 5. Wells to serve, and it's on the way. Elmore, overpass. Mertens is there. Her pass to Urach. She's going to go back to Marley. Into the block, kept alive by Mertens. Huff will push it across deep with 2. Elmore, overhead pass, overhead set to Kipp. She'll tip to the left of the block. Mertens there to keep it alive. Troutman back into play. Sickles over the net. Back from Brockway to Sickles to Urach. She'll push it. Drew keeps the control of it to Conrad. Then Brockway off the outside, put it away in the back. Frantic point, and Addie Brockway gets her 15th kill, 4th of this set for Notre Dame. Wells out, and Wiley back in. 37th kill of the match, and Burlington Notre Dame leads at 6-5. Brockway to serve, right to center, serve on the way. Overhead pass from Sickles to Troutman. Huff tips it across from the outside. Skerrick, a forearm pass. Conrad set it up on two. Mertens. Overhead pass. Wiley, a forearm pass to Urach. She'll push it across with two hands. Up the line by Conrad to Skerrick. Going to Drew on the outside. A roll shot over the block. Wiley's there to Urach to Mertens. Off of Brockway and out of bounds. Point Warriors. We need more of that from Mertens. She gets her 10th put away. That's the second of the set for the Warriors. 37th of the match. Very, very even match. We're tied at 6. Mertens towards the corner, serve on the way. Handled by Brockway to Conrad. Overpass, Troutman, blocked, kept alive by Huff. Urach going back to Huff. We need one. Ashland off of the block. And Notre Dame can't control it after a couple of ricochets. Warriors lead 7-6. Let's see if that's a turning point. Huff will give her 13th. Third kill of the set for the Warriors, 38th of the match. Mertens on the serve. Warriors lead 7-6. Towards the corner, and Mertens hit that one under the net. That one hurts. Just to maybe trying to grab a little momentum. Service error. First to set, 5/12th of the match. We're tied at 7. And Elmore, the libero for the Nikes, back to serve. Right about in the center of the service line. Serve on the way. Wiley, first contact to Urach. Going to Huff on the outside. Cross court, dug by Skerrick. Overpass back to the Warriors. Huff to Urach. To the middle to Troutman, and she'll hit one to the back. That's out of bounds. Warriors want a touch. Oh, they say it was a touch. Off of the block. They get the touch. Troutman gets the kill. Her third, team fourth. Big call. 8-6. Urach towards the right corner, serve on the way. Brockway, forearm pass. Conrad, set her dump on two. Huff back into play. Urach will push it towards the back. Elmore has it for Notre Dame. To Conrad, going to Drew on the outside. She'll tip it over the block. Urach right back to him in the corner. Elmore has it for the Nikes. Conrad going to Wenzel out of the middle. Mertens there to dig it in the back middle. To Urach, going to Huff. She'll roll it over the net. Brockway to Conrad, going to Wenzel out of the middle. Dug nicely by Urach. Saved a point to Skerrick. Conrad this time to Wendell on the right side. She hit it into the net. 4 hits. Point Warriors. We're up 2 at 9-7. Is that right, AJ? Okay, 9-7. And the timeout coming from the Nikes. Back with you in 30 seconds. Warriors lead it by 2, 9-7 in the deciding fifth set. Back with you to finish this one up. Well, maybe there might be some more timeouts, but back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned into Warrior Volleyball and the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We are back. More fifth set action coming at you. Tied at 2 sets apiece. Warriors win the first 2. Notre Dame takes 3 and 4. 9-7. Urach to serve. Sophia the serve on the way. Overhead pass. Brockway. Conrad comes to get it. Going to Drew on the outside. A roll shot. To Mertens. To Urach to Huff. Off the block of Notre Dame. Wiley right back to him. Cleaned up. Mertens digs it in the back. To Urach, back set right side. Sickles will push it over with 2 hands. Conrad to Skerrick, going to Drew on the outside. She's just got to tip it over with 2 hands. Huff to Urach, going to Sickles on the right side, off the block. Brockway keeps it alive. Conrad to the middle. Wenzel, she'll tip it over. Urach keeps it alive for the Warriors. To Mertens, to Huff. She'll tip it towards the back corner and in. Huff found some room. She tipped it off the outside to the back right corner, cross court, and it lands in. 10-7. Give Huff her 14th. It's the 5th as a team. 10-7, Urach serve, handled by Elmore to Conrad, going to Drew out of the middle, dug by Mertens. To Urach to Huff, she'll tip it down the line, popped up in the air by Brockway. To Conrad, going to Drew on the outside, off the block of the Warriors, and down. Off the net, the block, and it landed in the middle of the defense. Nobody there, so Drew gets the side out for Notre Dame. Her 6th put away, 5th as a team, 38th of the match. 2-point deficit in set 5 at 10-8 Warriors, and Conrad will serve. Towards the right corner, serve on the way. Sickles, first contact to Wiley, back to Tegan Sickles. She'll push it over from the outside of two hands. Brockway, and then Wenzel out of the middle, dug by Mertens to Troutman. Going to Huff, we need one off the block, kept alive by Conrad to Elmore to Drew. Roll shot off the outside. Huff has it to Urach, back set right side. Sickles off the block, nobody there. Blocked for a point by Wenzel and Drew. 10-9. It's the first block of the point of this fifth set, fifth of the match for Notre Dame. Conrad will serve again. It's 10-9, Warriors up 1. Need a side out. That serve goes to Sickles. Her pass to Urach, to Huff out of the middle. She'll tip it towards the back, off of Elmore and Brockway. Then Drew, a roll shot. Mertens has it to Urach, set her dump towards the back on two. Elmore straight up in the air, kept alive by Conrad. A free ball. Wiley to Urach, going to Huff, blocked. Kept alive by Wiley to Urach. Sickles, she'll push it across to Conrad. And then Brockway going to Drew on the outside. Cross court, popped up in the air by Huff to Troutman. Ashlyn Huff, a roll shot towards the back. Elmore is there for Notre Dame. Conrad, Wenzel will tip. Urach there to keep it alive, and then Sickles. And then Wiley, a roll shot out of the back. Kept alive by Elmore for Notre Dame to Conrad, going to Wenzel out of the middle. Alive by Wiley, and then Huff, and then Troutman can't send it over. So a long point, good job by both teams. Notre Dame comes up on the plus side of that one on the attack there by the Warriors. We're tied at 10 in the decisive set 5. Got to win it by 2, playing to 15. From the right corner, Conrad serve on the way. Sickles, it ricochets to the right, over into the crowd. That'll be an ace for Conrad. First of this set, second of the match for Notre Dame. They take a 1-point lead at 11-10. Conrad's next serve on the way. Wiley has it. That one ricochets to the left. Another ace. Second of this set, third of the match. Notre Dame up 12-10. Timeout, Van Buren County. Back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Back with you in set 5. Notre Dame up 12-10. Warriors need a side out and get the serve back. Conrad from the right corner. Serve on the way. Sickles, a better pass to Urach. Going to Huff out of the middle, off the block and out of bounds. Huff puts an end to it. Ashlyn Huff, her 15th kill, 6th of the set for the Warriors. Troutman out, Wells in. It's the 41st kill of the match for the Warriors. Back to a 1-point deficit. Notre Dame leads at 12-11 in set 5. Wiley, right of center, sends a serve on the way. Brockway, first contact for Notre Dame to Conrad, going to Wenzel on the outside, and she hit it into the net. Attack here, Notre Dame, and we're tied at 12. How about a service run to end this from Lexi Wiley? Got to win it by 2. We're playing to 15. Wiley a little bit right of center. Time for some Warriors to win some big points. To Drew, to Conrad, going to Wenzel on the outside, down the line. And that one hit Urach in the face. She wasn't ready for it, and it goes out of bounds. So Wenzel gets her 12th kill. 6th of the set for Notre Dame, 39th of the match. Nikes lead at 13-12. Drew, right of center, sends a serve on the way. To Wiley, to Urach, going to Sickles out of the middle. And the Warriors want a touch off the block. And they're not going to get it. Sickles hit it out of bounds. So set point, match point. 14-12, Notre Dame. Set 5, Drew's serve on the way. Wiley has it to Urach, going right side to Ashlyn Huff. She'll tip it down the line. To Drew, to Conrad, to Brockway, a roll shot, kept alive, sent over by Wells to Elmore in the back. to Conrad, to Wenzel out of the middle, dug by Wiley. Huff keeps it alive. Wells, a free ball into the middle and down. Warriors send a free ball in the middle of the Notre Dame defense and nobody there. So maybe justice there, as that should have been a call off the top of the block of the Notre Dame. They didn't give it to us. Huff's going to serve it. It's 14-13. Still set point, match point for Notre Dame. Ashlyn Huff, serve on the way. Into the net, sent over but out of bounds. Off of 2 contacts, and we are tied at 14. Time to get tough right now. That one acted as an ace. I don't think you can give it to her off of 2 contacts. Huff will serve again. We're tied at 14. This match couldn't be much closer. Ashlyn Huff a little bit right of center. Sends a serve into the net. Man, that hurts. Service error number 2 of this set. 13th of the match, and gives Notre Dame a 1-point lead at 15-14. Chloe Wenzel will serve it. Left to center of the service line. Set point, match point for Notre Dame. Wenzel serve on the way. Huff has it. Her pass to Urach. She's going to go to Mertens on the outside. A roll shot. Wenzel has it for Notre Dame. To Conrad. To Broadway. Off the block. Kept alive by Urach. Wiley coming to the outside to Mertens. She'll hit one. Popped up in the air by Conrad. To Wenzel. Going to send it over to Brockway. She'll tip it down the line. Urach up in the air to Huff. Back towards the net. Daphne Wells. Across. To Wenzel, to Conrad, to Kip out of the middle. Cross court, dug by Wiley. Goes to Urach, to Mertens. She'll push it all the way across court. To Wenzel, to Conrad. Going to Brockway. Back middle, and it's between Huff and Wiley. 16-14. Notre Dame comes back to win it. 3-2. Brockway gets her 16th kill. That's the 7th of this set for Notre Dame, the 40th of the match. So Notre Dame comes back to win it. 3-2, a reverse sweep, as they call it. And the Warriors put up a really good fight tonight and fall 3-2 after winning the first 2 sets. Really, really good match tonight between these 2 teams. Van Buren County just coming up a little bit short. So that'll take us to the post-game show. We'll do a set and match recap when we come back, along with all of the rest of our post-game stuff. Post-game show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. We'll take a 1-minute break. I'll add up some stats. We'll come back and talk about it and do all the rest, like I said, of the post-game stuff in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back at Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in Keosauqua, Iowa. We're here on Fred Parsons Court. We just watched really good, exciting girls high school varsity volleyball match in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The Burlington Notre Dame Nike is defeating the Van Buren County Warriors tonight by a score of 3-2. The Warriors win the first 2 sets 25-16, 25-23, and then they lose sets 3, 4, and 5, 18-25, 16-25, 14-16. Couldn't have been much more of a closer match. Let's do a 5th set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. In that 5th set, the Warriors with 2 service errors to 1 for Burlington and Notre Dame. No aces for Van Buren County to 2 for Burlington Notre Dame. The kills, 6 in that fifth set for the Warriors to 7 for Burlington Notre Dame. Van Buren County without a block for a point in that fifth set to 1 for Burlington Notre Dame. Let's do some match totals now. In Burlington Notre Dame, I should say, wins that fifth set 16-14. Let's do some match totals for you. Service errors, the Warriors with 13 to 8 for Burlington Notre Dame, and that certainly was part of the difference, a 5-point swing. It was only a 2-point difference there in that fifth set. So then the aces, 10 for the Warriors to 3 for Burlington Notre Dame. The Warriors had 41 kills to Burlington Notre Dame's 40. 2 blocks for a point for Van Buren County to 5 for Burlington Notre Dame. Individually, for the Nikes, Meadow Van Zee with 1 kill. McKenna Kipp had 3 kills. Elmore had an ace as well for them. Addie Brockway had 16 putaways. Isabella Drew with 6. Ainsley Conrad with 2. Lily Blint had an ace. Chloe Wenzel, 12 kills for the Nikes. For the Warriors, Sophia Urach, 2 aces, 5 kills. Ashlyn Huff had 2 aces, 15 kills. Marley Mertens, 3 aces, 10 kills. Daphne Wells, 2 aces and 8 putaways. Tegan Sickles with an ace. Ada Troutman with 3 kills on the night. So that's the way that the stats line up. After this one, Notre Dame wins it by a score of 3-2. This is the Warrior Volleyball postgame show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. That fifth set was brought to you by Wasco Hardware. Check out their showroom floor in downtown Keosauqua. All the kills that I mentioned in the postgame stats brought to you by the Van Buren County Hospital. This set recap and match recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. The fourth set was brought to you by Tugboat Transportation. All the aces tonight by the Warriors, Pilot Grove Savings Bank. All the blocks, Green Concrete Ready Mix. And if I had to pick a player of the match, man, all the girls played well. If you just go off of the statistics, Huff had 15 kills. Mertens, 10 kills and 3 aces. I don't think I've given one on Marley yet this year. So let's go with Marley Mertens as our player of the match tonight. 10 kills and 3 aces. Player of the match brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Set 1 tonight, sponsored by First Iowa State Bank. Set 2 was Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive. Set 3 was Slayton Polaris. The pregame show was the Van Buren County Community School District. First serve tonight, and any coaches' interviews, players' interviews throughout the course of the year. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Starting lineups were Smithburg Automotive. And this is the postgame show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. We will take one final 1-minute break, come back and do all of our closing stuff. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School here for a final time tonight. Burlington Notre Dame Nikes defeat the Van Buren County Warriors in girls high school varsity volleyball action in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division by a score of 3-2. After tonight's match, Burlington Notre Dame improves to 15-4 on the year, 1-1 on the road, 2-0 in conference matches. Next action for them is next Tuesday, September 16th. They'll be at home for Central Lee, 7:30 p.m. First serve there. The Warriors fall to 6-5, 0-1 at home, 1-1 in the conference. Next action for us is this Saturday, September 13th at Centerville. Tournament, 8:30 in the morning. We'll be over there about 8:10 or 8:15 pregame. We're going to start the day by playing Holy Trinity Catholic, and then the other two matches guaranteed on the day. Who do we play, AJ? Murray and Seymour. So we'll see how the Warriors do in pool play, and then see if they can advance to a semifinal and final on the day. So that's where things stand with both teams after tonight's match. Player of the game was Marley Mertens, brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug. All right, let's get to our closing stuff. I'd like to thank board operator Kyle Smith for hanging with us back at the station tonight in Ottumwa, pressing all the buttons to make this thing run smoothly for everybody. I'd like to thank all of our listeners and viewers. We were on the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. We're also on the air at the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you're listening to the postgame show on your way home, please make sure you drive safely. AJ and I, we will do the same. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, as I always do here in the post-game show. Run through them for you one final time. The Van Buren County Community School District, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, Smithburg Automotive, Dowd's Quick Stop, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, the Van Buren County Hospital, Wells Hometown Drug, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. If you're in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give these local sponsors a chance. They're a big part of why these broadcasts can be heard on the air at 92.7 and viewed by video on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports and would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. She would be happy, more than happy, to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some advertising, feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, you got to get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. The final score, once again this evening, Warriors fall to the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes at a reverse sweep, 3-2. Warriors win set 1, 25-16, win set 2, 25-23. They lose set 3, 18-25, lose set 4, 16-25, and lose set 5, 14-16, in a well-played, closely contested girls high school varsity volleyball match this evening. Next broadcast for me was going to be a football game tomorrow night. The Warrior football team at home to face the Cardinal Comets. 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kick, and then AJ and I will be over at Centerville bright and early on the Saturday morning, 8:15ish for pregame. And the Warriors going to face the number one team in Class 1A, the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders, to start pool play at the Centerville tournament this Saturday. So those are our next broadcasts. So on behalf of Mr. Kyle Smith, he's the board operator back at the station tonight. Thank you, Kyle. And Mr. A.J. Rowe, my on-site producer and cameraman. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and a radio voice of the Warriors. We're all back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. We'll wish you a very pleasant rest of your Thursday evening and say so long to you from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in Keosauqua, Iowa, where once again the final score, girls high school varsity volleyball, the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes defeat the Van Buren County Warriors 3-2. We'll talk to you next tomorrow night over at the football field inside the Gary Leffler track. About 6:30 pregame, the Warriors will be getting set to take on the Cardinal Comets, 7 p.m. kickoff. Until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Volleyball. We were on the air tonight at 92.7 at KTWA, your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites. We were also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. One more time from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in Keosauqua, Iowa. Good night.